Mais où sont-ils? Ah, vous êtes là. Bonjour. Je viens pour la journée Halloween, là, c'est ça? Oui, je suis déguisé en tube de mayonnaise. Ah, ça se voit pas parce que vous baissez pas les yeux, mais je suis vraiment en tube de mayonnaise. Ouais. Voilà, c'était le sketch d'introduction de ce live. Merci d'avoir été là pour ça. J'espère que vous avez apprécié. Bienvenue donc dans ce premier live. Alors attendez, je vais juste enlever le capuchon parce que je n'ai pas mon casque. C'est un peu compliqué. Voilà, j'espère que vous m'entendez bien. Parce que tout ça, c'est des réglages. Hein. C'est des réglages. Ok. 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 Je pense que c'est bon. Je pense qu'on est bien. Je risque d'avoir très chaud. Alors, c'est le premier live, donc il va peut-être y avoir des couacs. C'est pas grave. C'est comme ça, c'est la vie. C'est la vie. Calme-toi. Ok, donc, le programme d'aujourd'hui, 15h. Slay the Princess. On va commencer ça d'ici sous peu. Et ce soir, à 21h, on ira voir un autre jeu qui s'appelle AFAR, un petit film d'horreur interactif. Hein, donc essayez d'être là si ça vous donne envie, hein, tout simplement. Hein, peut-être que vous n'avez pas une soirée déguisée comme moi et que... Voilà. Voilà. Bien, eh bien, très bien, très bien. Alors, hop, je vous propose de commencer tout de suite. Hop, hop, là, je lance le jeu, oui, je lance le jeu. Je me mets comme ça. Vous avez vu un peu la technique, c'est exceptionnel. Alors, on attend que le jeu se lance maintenant. Voilà. Ça va arriver, ça va arriver. Beaucoup de choses à gérer, c'est le live, c'est pas les conditions habituelles, hein, évidemment. Voilà. Alors, game capture, peut-être que je dois... Voilà, oui, effectivement, il n'avait plus la fenêtre. Et là, on est bien. Avertissement, ce jeu contient des scènes d'horreur et n'est pas destiné à tous les publics. Donc, des effets de clignotement de l'image et de parallaxe qui, en de rares occasions, peuvent provoquer une cinétose. Vous êtes prévenus. Très bien. Ah, vous avez l'overlay Steam. Ah, ça, j'ai pas prévu ça. J'ai pas prévu. Voilà. C'est dommage. Quelles que soient les horreurs que vous découvrirez dans ces sombres recoins, faites preuve de courage et poursuivez jusqu'au bout de votre aventure. Aucune fin n'est prématurée. Aucune décision n'est mauvaise. Il y a uniquement de nouvelles perspectives et de nouveaux départs. Ceci est une histoire d'amour. Ma pauvre petite princesse. Ouais, pourquoi elle est enchaînée comme ça? Pourquoi on doit la tuer? Parce que c'est ça, on nous dit Slay the Princess. Pourquoi voilà. Des réponses bientôt, bien sûr. Ok. Alors, je nous laisse profiter un petit peu quand même de ce menu, de cette musique. J'espère que vous entendez bien tout. Je l'espère. De tout cœur. Ouais, pourquoi j'attends comme ça? Vous allez voir, vous allez voir. Vous allez voir. Ah, parce que pendant que je faisais mes réglages, bah... j'ai vu qu'il se passait un truc si on attendait un petit peu devant le menu. Autant vous en faire profiter. Ok, très bien. Bonne nouvelle partie. C'est parti. Ça commence maintenant. Chapitre 1. Le héros et la princesse.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Alors, qu'est-ce qu'on a? On a pas mal de choix. Oh la vache, ah oui. Ok. La fin du monde? Vous pouvez être plus précis? Ah ouais, je veux bien savoir.
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Ok. Mais comment une princesse enfermée dans un sous-sol pourrait-elle causer la fin du monde?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
C'est gentil. Avez-vous des preuves concrètes de ce que vous avancez?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Ouais, mais quand même. Oui. Avez-vous envisagé qu'elle pourrait causer la fin du monde uniquement parce qu'elle est enfermée? Ah.
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
Ah, on est dans
Nevertheless,
ok.
let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Oui. J'ai envie de poser les questions encore, hein. Il va encore m'engueuler un peu, mais bon.
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Et personne d'autre peut s'en charger, monsieur le narrateur.
Oh, if only that were the case, but I don't make the rules. I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far, but unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off. Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did.
D'accord. Alors, voyons voir un peu les choix. Laissez tomber, je refuse de faire ça. Vous ne vous êtes pas dit que je n'étais pas contre la fin du monde. Si je le fais, vais-je recevoir une quelconque récompense? Écoutez, je vais aller au chalet et parler avec elle. Si elle est aussi terrible que vous le prétendez, alors peut-être que je la tuerai. Mais je ne promettrai rien avant d'avoir eu l'occasion de la rencontrer en personne. Très bien, je suis convaincu. Finissons-en. Ah d'accord, merci de me dire ce que je dois faire. Ou avancer vers le chalet, hein, ou se barrer. Ok. Je me demande si j'aurai une récompense quand même.
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
C'est un peu mystérieux ça. Est-ce que vous pouvez me dire s'il vous plaît?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it.
Ouais.
It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Ça m'intrigue, j'ai envie de savoir. Bon allez, je suis convaincu. Allez, c'est parti.
As long as you remain
Oui, bien sûr.
focused on your goal,
Allez,
it should all be smooth sailing. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further.
J'écoute.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
D'accord. Donc j'ai entendu ma voix en fait qui me parlait à moi-même. Je suis un peu la conscience, du coup, un truc comme ça. Allez, j'entre. Dans le chalet.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Ok. Je vais prendre la lame, oui.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Allez.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below.
Tu fais pas la voix là. L'ambiance est oppressante. L'air est lourd et est humide. Oui. Et une odeur de pourriture émane du vieux bois. Si la princesse vit vraiment ici, l'Oxyre serait une sorte de libération pour elle.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
D'accord. Bonjour. Je vais continuer en silence. Allez, on y va en mode... voilà,
Good.
tranquille.
You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Quoi? N'importe quoi? Comment pouvez-vous imaginer une chose pareille? Je suis démasqué. Je suis effectivement là pour vous tuer. Non, pas du tout. Je n'ai pas encore pris ma décision. Moi, je suis venu pour discuter, c'est tout. Prendre votre courage à deux mains et avancer. Je crois que... Est-ce que je lui parle? Je sais pas ce que... Est-ce que j'ai envie de lui dire les trucs là? Je suis pas sûr. Je vais avancer, on va faire ça.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Et si elle ne plaisantait pas? Et si elle nous tuait? Vous êtes certain qu'elle n'a pas d'arme? Bon, voilà, je pense que je vais pas lui poser ça, quand même. Après, elle peut attraper la chaîne et... faire des trucs comme ça. Pas question de poser ma lame.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Ok. J'ai envie d'Oxyre. Je sens que c'est peut-être la première fin. Parce qu'il n'y a pas de fin, hein, j'ai bien compris le truc. On va voir.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurt! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
Mais elle est super balèze en fait. On m'avait pas dit ça. Abandonner, finir le travail, fuir et l'enfermer dans le sous-sol. Ah, il faut que je la tue. Donc vas-y, on va tenter de finir le travail. Je veux dire.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now.
J'aimerais voir quand même un petit truc. Regardez les ongles du personnage. Qui suis-je en vrai là? Hein, je sais pas.
Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
The two of you fall to the floor.
This was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Ok. Comment ça, chapitre 2? Comment ça?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
J'ai l'impression d'avoir déjà entendu ça.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
J'ai une horrible impression de déjà vu. Attendez, on a déjà vécu ça. Oui, mais non. Mais je suis mort, qu'est-ce que je fais ici?
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago.
Ouais.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning.
Voix de l'obstiné.
That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill.
Admettons que je dise la vérité et que tout cela se soit déjà produit. Pourquoi devrais-je vous écouter? Pourquoi m'embêter à faire quoi que ce soit? C'est une bonne question, ça.
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Merci.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. We did our best with the information we were given, and we did kill her. And yet you still died, didn't you? So congratulations, you've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We killed the princess killed us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Ouais, ok, on peut se poser la question.
Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left? Ugh, enough with the talking. We've got a fight to win. Nothing else matters. I couldn't agree more. The cabin and your destined confrontation with the princess awaits.
Ok. Est-ce qu'on parle un peu de la princesse? Ou on peut parler un petit peu?
Just be quick about it.
Oui, non, mais il faudrait peut-être avoir des infos en plus, quoi. On s'est entretué, comment faire en sorte de ne pas reproduire le même scénario? Je vais trouver ça moi-même, je pense pas que le narrateur va m'aider. La dernière fois, c'est vrai qu'elle m'a tabassé à mort, mais de là à causer la fin du monde, comment pour... Non, ça, il va pas me dire. Mais je veux lui poser la question.
She just can.
Voilà, elle est juste capable.
Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you.
Bien. Qui l'a enfermé dans ce sous-sol? Pas une mauvaise question, ça.
People locked her in that
Des gens.
basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things. Oh, this is maddening. Why do you keep asking questions? There's nothing wrong with getting the full picture of what's going on here. Sure there is. It's wasting time and energy that would be better spent fighting.
Allez. Bah, je sens qu'il est évasif, il me cache des trucs, mais ça sert à rien de poser la question, je pense. Après ça, c'est pas bête, ça. Pourquoi les personnes qui l'ont enfermé ne se sont pas chargées de la tuer? Il va me dire, mais parce que vous êtes la seule personne capable.
Look,
voilà, c'est ça, vous êtes quelqu'un de spécial.
But it's because
Je sais.
you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps. But it's just the way things are. Oh, I didn't know we were special. Yeah, I like the sound of that.
I like the sound of that.
Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
Allez.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Parle-moi mieux, quand même.
A warning before you go any further.
J'écoute.
She will lie,
Oui.
she will cheat, and she will do... Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight. Are you sure about that? The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear? Crystal. Let's just get on with it already.
C'est facile à dire. Hein. Allez. On entre dans le chalet.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar, with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Donc c'est plus pareil. Ce n'est plus le chalet en bois, hein, tout a changé. Il y a un miroir en plus et tout. Ok, donc c'est peut-être une autre réalité. On essaye de deviner un peu le truc, hein. C'est un peu bizarre.
See? Even the cabin has the right idea. Let's get moving. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Vous n'avez pas mentionné le miroir accroché au mur.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror.
Oui.
There isn't. You already wasted so much time in the woods. Who even cares if there's a mirror?
Je peux pas interagir dessus, hein. Non, c'est que les choix là. Ok. Moi, ça m'importe. Je veux voir à quoi je ressemble. Je veux voir si je suis beau. Je vais m'approcher du miroir.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
Bien sûr.
This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago.
Ah ouais, le miroir a
Now it's
disparu.
gone.
Ok.
So all of us can stop arguing about it and
Ok.
get to fighting.
Le chalet est différent.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. The world is depending on you.
Est-ce que je prends la lame pour descendre? Est-ce que j'y vais pas en mode je discute? Parce qu'en vrai, rien m'empêcherait, si j'arrive genre à la convaincre qu'elle doit mourir pour sauver le monde, de remonter, prendre la lame et puis descendre. Parce qu'elle était un petit peu hostile au fait que j'avais une lame dans la main. Elle voulait que je la pose par terre et je sens que ça peut dégénérer si je fais ça. Ouais, non, je vais descendre sans la lame. On va voir.
No blade this time. Right then, fisticuffs it
C'est
is.
ce que tu penses, toi.
Probably more fair to her anyway. Wouldn't want to feel like we cheated our way to a win.
As long as you can still get the job done. And don't forget that the blade is waiting for you upstairs if you happen to change your mind.
Tout à fait.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend.
L'air à l'odeur soufrée qui remonte du sous-sol est lourd et oppressant. Si la princesse vit ici, l'oxyre serait assimilable à un acte de compassion. Ça ressemble un petit peu à la phrase...
Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
La voix féroce, comment ça?
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
Ok.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight. As you descend the final step,
Ah oui,
the
c'est pas la même.
form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. It looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. But no little knife this time, huh? Ugh. I hope you're not just here to chat. I've been itching for a rematch.
Ok. Bon, j'espérais discuter quand même. J'espère que vous avez tout entendu, monsieur le narrateur. C'est très différent de notre dernière rencontre, mais en tout cas, la belle est bien eu lieu.
Okay, fine.
Oui.
Let's say for a moment I believe you.
J'en ai deux à en parler quand même.
For all we know, whatever happened to you last time was just a fluke, and beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember what happened last time. Are you okay? Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
Alors, qu'est-ce que je vais lui dire? En fait, je suis ici pour discuter un peu. Ouais.
Why? You didn't want to talk last time. Are you scared I'm going to kill you again?
Oui, madame. Vous me faites peur. Non, vous me faites pas peur. Non, non, je suis pas là pour la libérer. Si je la libère, peut-être que c'est terrible ce qui se passe, donc... Posons-lui ça, ouais. Je ne dis pas que je refuse de combattre, mais avant toute chose, nous avons tous les deux des points à tirer au clair. Comment se fait-il que nous soyons encore en vie pour commencer?
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done.
Ok.
Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
Ouais, mais ça, c'est pas super, en fait.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Mais toi, t'aimes bien, mais... Il y a des choix qui sont quand même assez marrants. Je peux partir. Je peux partir direct. Est-ce qu'il n'y a pas un truc? Attends, est-ce que... On va essayer de comprendre un peu d'abord. Vous avez l'air différente, parce que c'est vrai qu'elle a changé physiquement, alors que moi, j'ai pas l'impression d'être si différent.
Aside from your empty hands, you look exactly the same. Oh, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again? Or are you scared I'm going to put you down for good this time?
Are you just going to let her talk to us like that? We're not scared. I think my position on violence in this situation is already more than clear, but you really shouldn't let yourself be goaded so easily. There's more at risk in this encounter than your fragile ego.
I agree. If we're gonna fight her, we need a weapon.
Et si je lui dis ça, hein, si je lui dis que j'ai pas encore décidé de ce que j'allais faire, hein.
And why not? You decided what to do with me quickly enough last time. Are you scared I'm going to kill you again? Maybe you're worried I'll put you down for good this time.
Un petit peu quand même.
If you want to talk, I guess I can talk. But you should come a little closer first.
Ok. Je m'approche.
You take a cautious step towards the princess, unarmed. I wish I could believe you know what you're doing, but you clearly don't. You stop a few feet short of her reach, her chains taut as she stares down at you.
She's a lot bigger than I thought she was. Why do you sound so scared? We can take her.
Well, what do you want? Because every second we waste talking is a second we could spend killing each other instead.
Ah, pourquoi tenez-vous tant à ce qu'on s'entretue? J'aimerais bien savoir.
Why wouldn't I want that? Why don't you want that? It felt good last time. It felt right.
En fait, elle a un côté un peu comme si ma nouvelle voix, là, la voix de l'obstiné, c'était un truc qui s'était ajouté aussi à elle. Mais elle le personnifie, quoi.
And it makes sense.
C'est l'impression que ça me donne. On ne pourrait pas juste, je sais pas, s'entraîner. Si tout ce qui vous tient à cœur, c'est de vous mesurer à moi, est-ce que ça veut dire que vous n'en tirez pas le monde? Je peux lui poser la question.
The world? If there's a world, I haven't seen it. There's you, and there's me, and there's the ground beneath our feet.
Ok.
Why would I care about ending something I've never seen?
Comment ça, jamais vu? Si on l'a enfermé quand même. On vous a enfermé ici puis on m'a envoyé pour vous tuer. Il y a forcément une raison.
I don't need to care, because I already know what I am. I've already found my purpose.
Ok.
The princess flashes a sinister grin.
You.
Does she mean her purpose is killing us?
No, she means fighting us. She means both of us getting stronger through sheer pain and will, the fear of death no longer able to hold us back. Just go and pick up the blade already. I'm sick of all this anticipation. We're ready.
Qu'est-ce que je pourrais lui dire? Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé après votre mort?
I woke up, didn't you?
Oui. Enfin, je pense. Le sous-sol est différent.
I like it. It's so cramped. Like the only way out of here is through each other.
Ok. Vous êtes différentes.
I know. You already told me.
Oui. Mais rien de tout ça ne vous dérange. Ça ne vous importe pas de savoir qui vous êtes.
Ugh, I care, okay? I guess I just care differently than you. When I saw you come back down here, I thought you would understand. I thought that we would want the same thing.
Ok.
But all you've done is ask me annoying little questions. It's like you don't even want to enjoy being alive.
I wish you could hear me right now. I want to enjoy being alive. I want to fight.
Bon bah je crois qu'on va essayer de la tuer et puis on va pas réussir. On va aller chercher la lame.
I'll be waiting, but you better not be wasting my time.
Petit manque de traduction.
You make your way back up the stairs to the cabin above. The princess, surprisingly true to her word, lets you leave.
Après l'enchaîner quand même, hein, je veux dire.
The blade remains where you left it, on the wrought iron altar.
Great. Now pick it up and march back down there. I'm I'm tired of us constantly moving in circles instead of fighting her like we're supposed to.
Vous savez, on pourrait aussi bien décider de rester ici. Qui a dit qu'il fallait qu'on se batte à mort? Non,
You take the blade from
Moi,
the
j'y vais.
altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon,
Ah oui.
as I'm sure you're all too aware by now. Blade in hand, you make your way back down the basement stairs. You find the princess waiting for you, just where you left her. See? I knew we could trust her. I told you we could trust her.
Glad to see you finally stopped having cold feet. I could barely wait. My skin is practically crawling with anticipation. Fight me. Now.
Allez. On attaque la princesse. Elle va nous détruire.
Finally ready to complete your destined task, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess. Here we go. Let's make this count.
Oh, we'll make it count, all right.
As you bridge the gap, your blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of bright red blood. But she's unfazed by your onslaught. Her expression barely changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs and driving you right back down to the basement floor. You can hear her chain snap as you struggle to recover from the impact. She almost looks disappointed in us. Why is she disappointed in us?
Oh, you don't actually get it, do you? That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me. It's not fun if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart.
Ah oui, mais...
You need to put everything you have into seeing me dead. Or what's the point? So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me.
Don't let her get in your head. Reincarnation or not, this world needs you to win.
Ok.
She's huge, but that probably means she's slower than us. Take it slow, think it through, and don't panic. Bleeding her out is our best course of action.
Don't listen to them. She understands something that they don't. The only way to win, the only way out of this is through her.
Créer une ouverture et tenter de vous montrer plus malin qu'elle, l'attaquer de front ou fuir. On va essayer d'être plus malin.
You push yourself off the ground and attack
Alright.
the princess, trying to bait an opening. You do your best to outplay her, slashing out and leaving red cuts in the tattered remains of her white dress. But you have little room to maneuver. For every glancing blow you manage to land, she slams you against the wall in retaliation, each impact threatening to be the last.
À chaque coup superficiel que vous portez, elle réplique en vous plaquant contre le mur. Chaque impact menace d'être le dernier.
Weak little dance isn't working. Just toughen up and overpower her.
She's throwing us around like a ragdoll. I think overpowering her is a little out of the question.
Did you think you could stop me with a few cuts? All this dancing around is doing nothing but annoying me. I own this place, and I own you.
Ok.
The princess's arm shoots forward, her palm wrapping around your head, fingers gripping your skull.
How disappointing.
Et là, elle a plus la blessure. Ça veut dire quoi?
She squeezes, the pressure unbearable as her fingers dig into your scalp.
Oui.
The last thing you hear is the unsettling crack of your skull and the sickening churn of what was your grey matter.
Ok.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapitre 3, le chat de l'aiguille.
You're on a path in the wood. If you weren't so damned afraid of what she'd do to you, we wouldn't have died back there.
Ouais, direct. Ok.
Fear is good. Fear keeps us alive. We died because you didn't have enough of it.
So what? You'd have us cower in a corner?
No, but that place suits her better than it suits us. She's big. We can't hope to find holes and openings down there. We need more room if we're going to survive.
Are you suggesting luring her into the woods?
Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be? If you lose sight of her, if she manages to slip away, that's it. Game over for everyone, yourself included. Are you not challenging us on all the looping? Have you known about it the whole time? Are you the same one we've been talking to since the beginning? Sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must feel like a grand revelation, but that's not what's going on here. We've never met. It doesn't matter. We could go in circles forever. I don't like staying still for too long. Let's get to the cabin, see this through. It's good to know that at least one of you is still capable of reason. We may have the same destination, but we're not the same. You are still an other, and I don't trust you.
On va voir si la théorie un peu de la voix, la nouvelle voix qui s'ajoute, ça change la personnalité de la princesse. On va voir si elle est un peu genre un peu effrayée, elle peut pas faire confiance et tout. On va voir. Nous ne nous sommes pas attardés sur les changements qu'a subi cet endroit. Peut-on vraiment encore parler de bois? C'est vrai que ça ressemblait à tellement un bois. Hein. C'est toujours pas... C'est comme si le monde entier subissait son influence.
It's evidence of one of many ticking clocks. You can't let her spread any further. Things are always changing. She changed, the cabin changed, we've changed. Why wouldn't the woods change too?
Je vais baisser un tout petit peu la musique, je trouve qu'elle est un peu oppressante. Qu'est-ce que vous en pensez? Parce qu'on n'entend pas toujours bien les voix, donc c'est dommage.
Because they're not supposed to have changed. This is supposed to be a path in the woods. If it's not, it means something's gone horribly wrong.
Ok. Oui, peu importe ce qui doit arriver, toutes les réponses nous attendent visiblement à l'intérieur du chalet. Allez.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up the hill at the cabin. I hope you've given serious thought to your predicament. No last advice for us? No words of warning? From what I gather, you've heard it all before. There's no use screaming into the wind. I don't know, screaming sounds pretty good right about now. I could use a little catharsis. Catharsis is for when we're finished. For now, we need to hold it out in front of us, something to chase.
Allez.
The interior of the cabin is suffocatingly tight, more of a glorified tunnel than a building. Its stone walls squeeze against your sides, leaving you no choice but to press forward. The only furniture of note is an iron altar jutting out from the wall, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. See? We have even less space than before. We need space or she'll kill us. And they don't take it.
Vous omettez toujours le miroir. Hein bon.
Maybe it'll go away again.
Bah, c'est vrai que s'il part pas, je sais pas où on va après quoi.
For something to go away, it would have to be there to begin with. And let me assure you, there's no mirror here. The only thing at the end of the room is the door to the basement.
Mm-hmm.
No use arguing. Mirror or not, we need to be there.
I agree with the freak. Let's get a move on already. And worst comes to worst, we can smash it.
J'aimerais donner un coup dans le miroir avec la dague.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. There's no overcoming her without it. We need every part of us to survive, and that steel claw is as much a part of us as any. You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it, as if you don't see it. You're rather committed to the bit, aren't you? The door's right there, it's right in front of you.
This really is just like last time.
It smells of nothing, yet it's still there.
Le fracasser.
You bring your fist crashing down against the door leading to the basement. It swings open, scraping against the floor as it reveals the dim path ahead.
Ce miroir, il a une signification, il est pas là par hasard. J'arrive pas à choper le truc encore. Mais il doit y avoir une interaction peut-être à faire avec. pour que l'histoire elle aille autre part. Et on peut peut-être pas encore le faire.
Why am I not surprised?
It was in our way, and now it's not. That's all that matters. Before you is what may as well be a sheer cliff face. There are enough footholds that you'll be able to clamber your way to the bottom, but it will require careful effort. The air hissing up from below is warm and wet, like the breath of an enemy locked in close quarters. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, bold and fierce and impatient, echoes from the chamber below.
Do you have more fight in you than last time? That was such a disappointing show. I know you can do better than that.
Bon, ma théorie semble pas bonne.
Go to her.
Ok.
Rile her up. If she's angry, she'll make mistakes.
Ah, de jouer nous-mêmes la carte de la provocation, c'est peut-être pas bête ça, hein. C'est peut-être pas bête. Ouais, mais est-ce que je vais lui demander de venir hein, parce qu'elle est enchaînée, elle va casser ses chaînes, elle arrive, elle me bolosse. Non. Je peux lui dire ça. Je sais que vous pouvez quitter cet endroit sans aucune aide.
But that wouldn't be fun. I don't want to be a monster chasing you down. I want to face you head on. I want an equal. It's so much better that way.
D'accord.
We need to get closer. She needs to see us to give chase.
Bah, vas-y, on y va.
You've nowhere to go but down. You start the difficult journey, gripping the stone, lowering yourself foot by grueling foot. But soon, there is solid ground beneath you. Remember every crack and crevice. We'll need to be faster than her.
Lui, il est vraiment en mode on se barre après quoi. Ok.
You turn to face what lies at the end of the narrow tunnel.
Wow.
The princess, imposing and tightly muscled, grins back at you from the darkness.
Elle devient de plus en plus démoniaque. Hein.
Her face widens into a broad grin.
There you are, knife in hand. How thrilling! Attack me, bleed me, twist the blade in my flesh, break your bones against my body. I want a real challenge this time.
We can't get that close. She'll kill us in the tight space, steel claw or not. Make her come to us, stand beyond her chains, and let her become frenzied. She'll break them. Then we run.
I really don't like the sound of this.
It's the only way we live.
Ça serait pas mal de survivre.
What are you
C'est vrai.
waiting for?
Quand même, hein.
If we're gonna do this right, you can't be scared. You need to want this as much as I do.
Mais j'ai pas peur, madame.
So go on. Make the first move. Don't keep me waiting.
Et si on discutait un peu est-ce qu'on discute? Comment je vais faire pour la provoquer, tout ça, quoi. Est-ce que je lui dis, ouais, un endroit plus spacieux, en même temps, c'est pas con pour essayer de la faire réagir. Ouais. Je vais lui dire ça, ouais.
The princess scoffs.
Oh, you're up to something tricky, aren't you?
Non, pas du tout.
You're teasing me with what I want, but I'm sick of waiting. I'm not going to let you give me another bad fight. I'm going to get what I want.
Ok.
Bloody desire in her eyes, the princess rushes forward, ignoring her chains as they bend and snap. Run. Without hesitation, you turn back the way you came and scramble up the ledge towards the tunnel entrance. As you near the top, hands desperately clawing at jagged stone, you glance back. The princess is right on your heels. She doesn't bother to scale the wall as you do, instead digging deep into the rock of the cliff face with her fingertips in her rabid pursuit.
Anywhere you go, I will follow.
Good. You reach the ledge and hoist yourself up into the tunnel, the cabin door finally in sight, at once within your grasp and infinitely distant.
What is all of this for? What's the point? You and I are always going to end in violence, so why bother to run? I know what I am. Why can't you be the same? Little bird, where do you think you're going?
We're almost there. Don't think about almost. We're there when we're there. And we'll take the fight with us. Your skin hums tight with adrenaline as you burst through the cabin door and roll onto the grass. You glance back at the cabin as the princess, singular in her desire to destroy you, explodes through the doorway. You are walking a dangerous path. If you waver once, it's all over. So get it right.
There's nothing left to slow me down. Do you think this is better for you? Do you think this space gives you an edge? Then show me. Show me that you've been worth all the room you've taken up in my head.
Do it. Be swift, strike true, be where she's not. Let your body move you.
On va essayer, hein, mais bon. Vous êtes tombé dans mon piège. Mais non, je vais pas lui dire ça. Ça va pas marcher. Non, Joxy, allez.
You leap from the grass and bound towards the princess, keeping low.
Charging me head on? Brave and foolish.
C'est pas de
Her
côté.
body braces for impact, anticipating the clash. That's where you're both wrong. Left, now.
Exactement.
As the princess strikes, your body swerves to the left. She overextends, stumbling as her balance shifts unexpectedly. Strike. Before you can finish the thought, you lash out, the blade slicing through her leg. She turns to swing again. Right. You move out of the way, but this time it's not quite as clean. You can feel a bruise already blooming where her elbow crashed into flesh. It's nothing. A scratch. Yes, it could be worse. And you managed to gift her another cut in return. I'll be damned.
I'll be damned.
We're actually gonna pull this off, aren't we?
Attends, on crie pas victoire trop vite.
You just might. But don't let it get to your head. Not until it's over.
Yes, finally! This is the hole I've felt in my heart. This is what I've needed. This is what I've been missing. This is how it always needed to end. Both of us giving it our all, beating and bleeding each other to death.
The two of you engage in a devastating flurry of blows, each of you wounding the other again and again. She's stronger, but you're faster, and the deeper the both of you fall into your lethal dance, the more your edge shines over hers. She's slowing down, blood pouring from wounds, splattering at her feet, leaving her weak and unsteady. More! Keep going! We can't stop now! You spy an opening, but this time she's waiting for you. She lets you sink the blade deep, trapping you in place long enough to wrap you in her impenetrable arms. You're slammed to the ground. Nothing! These blows are nothing to us! But her gambit wasn't enough to close the gap. It wasn't enough to kill you. She stares you down, coughing up a splash of blood as she gasps for breath.
You've outplayed me, haven't you? Something feels wrong.
And? Then what happens?
Oula. Quelque chose s'est emparé d'elle et une autre a pris sa place.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Ouais, le miroir, ouais. Et le narrateur est plus là. Ouais.
It is. Does that mean the world ended?
Du coup, fallait peut-être pas la tuer en fait. C'est quoi le bail?
Ended. We're still here.
Ouais, mais bon.
The world didn't end. We're still here. Come on. We just need to keep going.
Ok, ouais, on va s'approcher du miroir.
I'm
Allez.
begging you, don't do this.
Bah. Pourquoi tu penses ça? Parce que là, il n'y a plus rien. Là, c'est un peu comme si tout avait disparu. Il y avait juste un miroir en face de nous. Donc. Ah ouais, le miroir ne vous a jamais fait peur avant?
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
Ok.
That
thing reeks of death.
Screw the mirror, we just need to find the princess.
Vous approchez du miroir. Contemplez votre reflet. Vous tendez la main dans un silence absolu. Les voix sont parties, mais le miroir est toujours là. Il est temps que vous découvriez ce qui s'y cache. C'est vous. Vous vous retrouvez seul dans un espace complètement vide. Il n'y a pas un bruit ici. On va bien essayer d'avancer vers le chalet, ouais, d'accord. Je sais pas où il est, mais... Oh! Vous êtes au chalet. Ok.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Qu'êtes-vous?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
J'ignore qui je suis.
I think that you are like me.
J'ai l'impression qu'on se ressemble un peu.
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Une image intéressante. Est-ce que c'est la fin du monde?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Non mais peut-être ça arrive, c'est ça que je voulais dire. Connaissez-vous le narrateur?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
D'accord.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Avez-vous connaissance des mondes qui existent en dehors de cet endroit? Peut-être que...
I know only that they are.
Ok. C'est pas rien quand même. Que fait-on maintenant?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
D'accord. Ne craignez-vous pas que je trouve un moyen de vous tuer?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Admettons. Combien d'autres fragments de vous est-ce que je dois vous apporter?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Ok. Et si je refuse de vous laisser faire?
Then we will be here forever,
Ouais,
as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
C'est ce que je me disais, ouais. On m'a demandé d'oxyre la princesse pour l'empêcher de provoquer l'apocalypse. Si je vous aide, est-ce réellement ce que vous comptez faire?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
Vous ne répondez pas vraiment à la question. Qu'allez-vous faire si je décide de vous aider?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Facile comme réponse. Hein. Bon allez, faites-moi oublier.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Le monde autour de vous s'obscurcit et la vie vous abandonne. Chapitre 1. Le héros et la princesse.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Ok,
You're here to slay her.
oui. Remarque, vous pouvez passer les dialogues déjà rencontrés en appuyant sur la touche Tab de votre clavier. D'accord, j'en prends bonne note, Est-ce qu'il n'y aurait pas des petites choses à poser qu'on n'avait pas posées qui peut être pas mal? J'avais posé pas mal au début, je crois. Oui, j'avais fait la récompense. Tiens, génial, j'ai toujours rêvé d'exécuter une souveraine. Vive la révolution.
That's the spirit.
Ah ouais.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
Et ça skip fort. Hop là.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls up the blade is your implement.
Oui, oui. Donc là, on va pas prendre la lame, on va discuter. En mode tranquille. Peut-être essayer de la libérer.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light. Her voice softly
Hello? Is someone there?
is hypnotizing. Don't let it fool you. It's all
Ok, ok. Je vais dire quoi? Bonjour. Bonjour. Ah, il y a des nouveaux choix quand même. Il y avait des trucs un peu... Ok.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
Ok. J'arrive.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Peut-être, mais pas tout de suite. On va discuter d'abord. Prenons le temps de discuter, oui, voilà.
Okay.
Parce que qu'est-ce qu'elle sait, elle, du fait qu'elle a ses chaînes? Bon, elle va certainement mentir, des trucs comme ça, mais bon. Tiens, comment elle s'appelle? Bonne première question.
Oh,
She
Ça a pas l'air-
pauses,
ça a pas l'air dur.
carefully formulating her words before she responds.
you can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
C'est donc princesse... c'est votre nom, ça?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
Elle a oublié son
Okay,
prénom.
that's weird.
Mhm.
She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully, you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
Ah. Si elle avait inventé un prénom, je l'aurais pas deviné. Mais le fait qu'elle ait pas songé à inventer un prénom, ça me montre pas qu'elle est pas digne de confiance, je me dis, tu vois. Je me dis, elle est, je sais pas. Soit elle comprend pas trop vraiment ce que je lui pose comme question, quoi. Je sais pas. Je ne sais rien de vous, mais j'imagine qu'on vous a enfermé ici pour une bonne raison.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason. I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation,
C'est vrai.
right?
You have all the explanation you need. You should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
Excellente question, ça. Si vous n'avez vu personne depuis longtemps, comment avez-vous fait pour vous nourrir ou pour boire?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
Bah, j'aimerais comprendre un peu si vous êtes vraiment une personne humaine.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Ah oui. Ouais, il est truc louche. Hein. Qu'allez-vous faire si je vous laisse sortir? On va voir ce qu'elle dit.
The princess hesitates before responding.
Elle invente un mensonge.
She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter. It's not like you'd believe me.
Essayez quand même. On va essayer de la libérer. On va voir ce qui se passe si on la libère. Et on va lui dire quoi? On va lui dire... ne me le faites pas regretter.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you, and you won't. I promise.
Il y a intérêt, ouais.
You're making a huge mistake.
C'est possible.
No, you're doing the right thing.
C'est possible.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
Bon, on l'aurait vu, je pense.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Et s'il n'y a pas de clé, vous avez une autre idée?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
C'est peut-être... Ça a l'air épais quand même.
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
Ah ouais, t'es ok pour ça. En même temps, si t'es enfermé depuis super longtemps, que c'est la seule solution de sortir, ouais, peut-être que t'y penses.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance.
Mais c'est vrai que c'était un peu, de manière un peu nonchalante, effectivement.
If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Comment ça?
Is someone else here?
Mais non. Je vais essayer d'ouvrir.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Laissez-moi
Your
sortir!
shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Oh, la violence.
You make your way to the bottom of the
Il n'y a
stairs.
pas que nous deux, quoi.
This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
J'avoue que, du coup, si je dois la tuer, si j'ai plus que ça comme choix, ça va pas être super fun.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Oui.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
Après, on peut rester à mourir de faim et à discuter.
If I could just
Je sais
get
pas.
out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Wow.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Ouais, mais j'ai envie de savoir. Sauvons la princesse. Allez.
Fine.
Ok, t'es comme ça. Tu dis bon, d'accord. Ok.
Against
Après, y a
your
pas le choix.
better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
Elle a des grands yeux, hein.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
Ok. Donc c'est peut-être le narrateur plus qu'un en danger si elle est libre. C'est peut-être ça, hein. Peut-être que...
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Là, j'avoue que l'occasion est pas mal aussi.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Attends, c'est le narrateur qui me contrôle, c'est ça? Ah, mais non. L'avertir.
Stop that.
Moi, je me rebelle.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Résister.
The blade. Move the blade.
Laisse-moi tranquille.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
Mais je crains qu'elle me tue, du coup. Et voilà.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
Ok.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapitre 2, la demoiselle.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Oui. On connaît. Est-ce qu'on y va direct? Est-ce qu'on partirait pas? Tourner les talons. Vas-y.
Are we running away? What are you doing? We have to save her.
Voix de l'épris.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Je sais pas. Ah, vous lâchez pas le morceau? Bon, c'est d'accord. Non. Bon, d'accord, je vais aller au chalet. Ouais, non. Pas du tout. Je sais pas du tout où je vais.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Allez. Où est-ce que ça m'emmène?
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Non, je vais partir. Je vais encore faire demi-tour.
Really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. But everything is getting fuzzy.
Qu'est-ce qui se passe?
What's going on? Where are we? Oh, I don't like this one bit. There's not a single damsel in sight. How dull.
Le monde autour de vous se défait, et la matière est remplacée par des nuances de néant. Vous vous retrouvez de nouveau au cœur de la quiétude éternelle. La mémoire vous revient. Vous entendez un grondement lointain, un son composé d'un tas d'autres. Les vibrations s'intensifient tandis qu'une autre présence se rapproche. Vous savez déjà ce qui vit dans l'espace vide. Là, on se retrouve un peu comme la princesse quand on lui parlait avec les petites lueurs. Ok. Des récepteurs palpent le tissu de la réalité, leurs extrémités atteignent votre conscience et la grippe. Vous n'êtes plus seul. Un sentiment de perplexité. Que faites-vous ici? Je suis inachevé. Une résistance, des doigts griffent la surface vitrée de votre âme. Un sentiment de frustration, vous remplissez ce réceptacle. Il nous est inutile s'il ne sert pas à me faire un don. Une force repousse votre volonté. Non, vous ne pouvez pas y retourner, pas là. Des regrets. Ce monde est irréparable. Il nous faut tisser une nouvelle toile. Un doigt s'agite. Le fil n'est pas illimité en ces lieux. Ne le gâchez pas, je suis votre seule chance de salut. Et je recommence. Chapitre 1. Ok.
You're on a path
Oui.
in the woods.
Oui. Ah, bon. Bon. Alors. Qu'est-ce qu'on prévoit? Est-ce qu'on y va? De toute façon, descendre avec la lame ou pas, ça change pas grand-chose. Mais peut-être qu'on la tue quand elle est de dos, que le narrateur prend le contrôle. Peut-être on part là-dessus, on va voir ce qui se passe. Allez, on va faire ça. On y va. Entrez dans le chalet. Sinon, je prends la lame et puis je la pose et je vois un peu ce qui se passe. Vas-y, on va faire ça d'abord. C'est parti.
The door to the basement creaks open.
Peut-être je lui dis ça. Voir comment elle réagit. Je crois que je suis là pour vous abattre.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
Merci.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Vous êtes vraiment là pour me tuer alors? Vous ne plaisantiez pas. Je n'ai pas encore pris ma décision.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
On va faire ça.
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do.
Lâchez votre arme.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed.
We'll be fine.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
J'avoue, c'est un peu bizarre comme façon de commencer un petit peu une relation. En effet, c'est très étrange.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
Est-ce que je peux lui parler du narrateur? Bon, je vais lui dire directement ce qu'on m'a dit alors. Vous auriez l'intention d'anéantir le monde.
Don't just tell her that.
Je fais ce que je veux.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Bah non, ils disent pas. Ça, j'aimerais bien savoir.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do.
Bah ouais.
I wouldn't even know where to start.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
Ok.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
Vu qu'elle a pas tout à fait la même personnalité, on va lui demander un peu comment elle s'appelle. Peut-être elle va dire un truc... Un vrai nom, je pense pas. Je pense qu'elle va dire « vous m'appelez princesse », tout ça.
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Ouais, il n'y a même pas princesse tout court.
Again, she offers no specifics, no matter...
Tiens, depuis combien de temps êtes-vous enfermé ici?
Too long.
Je peux pas être précise, hein. Qu'elle a pas l'air âgée non plus, hein. Bon. Ça fait longtemps, dire qu'elle était peut-être gamine quand elle a été enfermée. Bizarre tout ça, c'est bizarre. Comment je pourrais vous sortir d'ici?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting. She is. I'm sure of it.
Bien sûr. Bon, nous avons assez discuté.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Je vais essayer de la libérer. On va faire comme tout à l'heure. On va repartir sur cette ligne. Ouais, mais là, peut-être qu'elle va avoir moins confiance. Peut-être qu'elle va me faire un coup direct. Mais on va voir. Je vais vous sortir d'ici.
Oh, you have to be
Oh, un petit
kidding.
sourire.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's...
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away.
Je vais aller voir. Je vais aller voir.
I'll be here.
Oui.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the... Is someone else here?
Et voilà, à nouveau, on nous enferme.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Oui.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Bah, je vais voir. Allez. Allez.
Against your better judgment,
Oui, sans hésitation.
place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Après vous.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Bon, allez, on va voir.
You bring the blade down
Bam!
and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally. Okay. There's no going back now. Though the blade left a deep gash in her shoulder, she barely so much as flinches,
Elle ressent pas la
turning
douleur comme nous.
around to stare at you incredulously.
Are you serious? I don't know what came over you, but if we're doing this, I guess I'll have to kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that? I can beat you to death with one. But I don't have to tell you that. I'll go ahead and show you.
Non, je vais pas abandonner. Faut aller au bout, hein, je pense. Ça se va.
Thank you. You swing your arm towards her throat, the blade singing through the air. But she's ready for it. She grabs your arm, her grip like a stone vice. You drop the blade, pathetically. She lets go, and faster than you can react, rears back and hits you with a bone-shattering haymaker. There's a ringing in your ears. You're fairly certain you can feel bone grinding against bone where she fractured your jaw, but your body isn't allowing you to feel much right now, adrenaline coursing through your system and numbing your nerves. You fall to your knees. You're barely able to bring your trembling arms up to defend yourself before she hits you again. Every blow is as punishing as the first. You feel bones shatter with every impact, unknown ruptures blossoming with blood somewhere inside of you.
You poor thing. I'll go ahead and put you out of your misery.
S'il vous plaît, ouais, parce que...
She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes you down to the ground. Her knee falls to your throat, your windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't think her slight form could possibly possess. It can't just end like this. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapitre 2, la tour. Ok.
You're on a path in the woods.
Oui.
And at the end of that path, you're here to slay her. If you don't...
Oui, mais non.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to... You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think. What does it matter what he knows? There's nothing we can do to stop her.
Elle va encore nous
She's just
écharper.
going to She is not
Voix du
going to kill
résigné.
you
Ah ouais,
unless you
c'est
let
clair.
her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
Allez, on y va.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie.
Ça en
We
fait.
might as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us. Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge? I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic. You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolute... I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter. Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and... So please, try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world.
Je vais faire ça. Je vais essayer de les ignorer, bien sûr. Allez, allez, oui, je t'écoute pas, le résigné. J'ai envie de voir si le chalet, il est comme...
The
Oula,
interior
il a
of
quand
the
même bien
cabin is
changé là.
larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest.
Oui.
The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Toujours ce miroir hein, qu'on
The
n'évoque pas.
blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
C'est vrai que là, on s'attend à une princesse géante. Hein, on s'attend à un truc... Est-ce que je prends la lame? Parce que le miroir, je pense que ça sert pas à grand chose de s'approcher, quoique, hein, mais bon, je pense que ça va être un peu comme l'autre fois. Est-ce que je prends la lame tout de suite pour descendre? Résigné. J'essaye de... Parce que la première fois, on était avec l'obstiné, en mode on y va bagarre, mais j'avais pas pris la lame, c'était bizarre. Parce qu'elle disait mais t'es là pour te battre, mais t'as pas la lame. Bon. Non, je vais prendre la lame, ok. Enfin.
You take the blade
Oui.
from the altar. It would be difficult to...
En effet. Allez. Oh, le miroir a disparu.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease.
Mhm.
Huh. This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Pourquoi la voix fait un petit effet un peu genre ça fait peur?
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago you were going on about how it doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Oui. Allez. On va
Making
voir à
your
quoi elle
way
ressemble.
down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall.
Là, elle flotte dans les airs. Hein.
The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity. Drop it.
Je vais renforcer ma prise sur la lame.
As if on command, the blade slips from your grasp. It clatters uselessly to the floor.
Ok, donc là, elle a vraiment du pouvoir, de fou. Ok.
But we didn't drop it. We decided to grip it tighter, remember? Are you really just going to let that happen to us? I have a duty to report facts as facts, and the fact is that you dropped the blade. Of course we dropped it. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence. Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Ouais.
Kneel.
Là, je vais dire non et je vais m'agenouiller. Hein. Je le vois venir.
Oh, are you still trying to defy me?
Oui, j'essaye encore.
I said kneel.
Your legs buckle, and your knees hit the floor.
Ok.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs. I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new, and the world as it is now is overdue for alterations.
Ok.
It's time for me to seize my destiny, and you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it? It certainly does. And beyond that, it more than lends credence to our conversation in the woods. I don't love the thought that in some other reality you failed to destroy her, but what's done is done. I can only hope it helped you learn a valuable lesson. You are the only one who can deal with her. And if you don't, well, she's let you know what will happen, hasn't she?
Est-ce qu'on a vraiment une occasion de faire quelque chose là?
And you shouldn't have trusted us with her destruction.
Je suis pas sûr.
She is inevitable. Can't you feel it?
He's being melodramatic, but he's not exactly wrong, is he? What are we supposed to do to stop her? Okay. First things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done. The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. And if you're going to save the world, you have to have
C'est vrai
faith
qu'on ne
that
peut
you
pas
can
gagner un
pull this
combat
off.
qu'on imagine déjà perdu
You can't win
d'avance.
a battle that
Ça,
you've
c'est bien
already
vrai.
lost in your mind.
Ah oui. Il faut peut-être jouer la carte de ok, je vais vous aider, et puis on la prendra jamais par surprise. Mais après, on peut peut-être discuter avant, effectivement. Je sais pas. Qu'est-ce que vous voulez que je fasse? Qu'avez-vous en tête?
All you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
Si vous êtes si puissante, vous ne devriez pas avoir besoin d'aide pour briser ces chaînes. non?
Don't be rude. Of course she can.
Oui, mais je lui pose la question.
It's not rude to question someone who's apparently trying to end the world.
That's exactly why it's rude. We should know our place.
I can, easily. But that isn't what I want to do. The story of a terrible and bountiful God unbounded of her own will is no story at all. It's not worthy of everything I am or everything I'm bound to become. It isn't even the destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of a song that can echo for eternity. The song of you, being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by what I am, that you feel you must deliver me into the world. And from your act of utter devotion and submission springs a new dawn, a better dawn. Submit now, submit later. It makes no difference. Because in the end, no matter how vainly you struggle against me, my will triumphs over yours.
Ouais. Ouais. Est-ce que je lui prête allégeance? Ou est-ce que je vais à l'opposition On va voir, je vais lui prêter allégeance. Mais peut-être en mode mentir. Peut-être...
Your will was so easily broken.
Oui,
Am I that magnificent?
bien sûr.
All you need to do now is break my chains.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say. No, you can't just give in to her. Not when the stakes are so high. Not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong, trying to conceal you from me. Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you?
Je crois que j'ai skip un dialogue.
A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about? I'm just...
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
Ok.
Rise, my little bird.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
Break my chains.
Ouais.
And how are we supposed to
ouais.
do that? All we have is a blade.
All you need to do is believe it's been done.
Ok. Et si je n'ai pas la foi, que se passera-t-il?
You poor, wretched little thing.
You already do believe. You've always believed. All you have to do is open the last door to your heart.
It's easy. And once you let her in, you'll be safe and free forever.
Please don't do this.
There's nothing to be sorry about. This is how it was always going to be. And it is good.
Alright, I'm done with this. I'm just gonna go sit in the corner. Let me know if we get our agency back.
C'est-à-dire t'asseoir dans un coin, qu'est-ce que tu veux dire par là? Dans un coin de ma tête? Allez.
Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
What a good disciple you are. Come, it's time for us to leave.
Hop là. Ok. Mais vous ne prenez pas la main tendue, et vous n'en aurez jamais l'occasion. Il est temps de partir, la mémoire vous revient.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Pas sûr.
And is that a... Why is it here?
Prenez les miroirs. Tout va bien, vous devez me faire confiance, on est déjà venu ici, et vous avez toujours peur.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
Ça va être ok.
I don't want to look at us.
Allez.
I don't like that silence.
Désolé. Les voix se font de plus en plus distantes à mesure que vous vous approchez du miroir. Vous tendez la main dans un silence absolu, les voix ont à nouveau disparu. Le miroir les force toujours à partir. Mais vous devez voir ce qui se trouve à l'intérieur. Vous avez enflé. Oh. Oh. J'ai enflé. Vous vous retrouvez de nouveau au cœur de la quiétude éternelle. Vous êtes au chalet.
When I found you in the long quiet alone, I was terrified. What if you had decided to let me wither? But your commitment now is final. Your ability to walk the path of mutual annihilation is vanished with your return. If you still wish to obliterate me, it will have to wait until I am complete. Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Est-ce qu'on lui pose des nouvelles questions? On peut lui demander à quel point elle a changé, oui.
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Ouais. Non, mais ça va, je pense que la réponse était assez claire en vrai. Vous avez bien conscience qu'à la fin, lorsque vous serez complète, je vous pourfendrai?
There is still much to be seen.
Peut-être, mais peut-être pas.
Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
Ok. Que voulez-vous que je vous apporte la prochaine fois?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them.
Bon, on peut choisir, on peut demander. Hein.
My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Ok. D'accord. Allez, on va pas l'attaquer. Je suis prêt.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Chapitre 1.
You're on a path.
Alors, est-ce que on ferait pas le truc que j'ai fait avant, avec la voix de l'épris qui se réveillait, mais en y allant vraiment, pour voir un peu à quoi ressemble. J'ai envie d'aller là-dessus. Allez, on y va. On essaye de faire ça vite. Ah, j'ai activé quelque chose en arrière-plan qui fait de la voix automatique, mais je n'ose pas dire son nom pour pas lui parler à nouveau. Attendez, je reçois un coup de fil. Je vais devoir malheureusement refuser. Attendez, j'envoie un petit message. Incroyable. Je suis en live. Mais je ne peux pas... Attends, je fais ça. Attendez. On est entre nous. Ah, on est entre nous. Hop. Tac. Hop, 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 hop. Ok. Allez, qu'est-ce que j'avais fait? J'avais fait quoi? J'avais pris la lame ou pas? J'étais en mode discussion. Non, j'avais pas de lame, je crois. J'étais direct. Oui, c'est ça, parce qu'après, elle avait été donnée. Ouais, c'est ça. Bonjour.
Don't be a stranger.
Oui. On va discuter, mais peut-être que, je sais pas, machin. On refait un peu pour pas trop influer non plus. Là, je pense qu'on est bon. Je lui fais un petit truc comme ça, voilà. Bon, je vais vous sortir d'ici, mais ne me le faites pas regretter.
You're only making this...
Thank you, and you...
Et je pense qu'on est pas mal. Donc là-bas, je suis coincé. Elle mange, ok, je veux la sauver.
Fine.
On s'approche. Je résiste.
Stop that.
Comment ça? Je peux plus résister? Pourquoi je peux pas résister? Pourquoi c'est grisé? Qu'est-ce que ça veut dire? Qu'est-ce que ça veut dire? Pourquoi? Bon, moi je vais
Thank you.
tuer, ouais.
There's no getting through to you right now.
A betrayal of will is still a betrayal. You'll regret thinking of me as a helpless damsel.
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm. But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart.
Okay.
It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease.
D'accord.
You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world.
Elle me fait quand même très peur là.
It can't just end like this. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the everything goes dark. And you die.
Chapitre 2, la sorcière. Ok. Bon bah très
You're
bien.
on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And you're here to slay her.
Ouais. Elle va encore me tuer.
Again? If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's brilliant. We
L'opportuniste.
keep our cards close to our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him. You know I can hear you, right?
Okay.
Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show.
Allez, on va voir.
A
On
warning.
va y aller.
Before you go, she will lie. Don't worry. You can trust us to get the job done. The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Est-ce qu'on descend avec la lame ou pas? J'ai envie de pas la prendre là, mais je sens que je vais le regretter.
No blade. Hope you know what you're getting us into.
Je sais pas.
It'll always be here if we need it. Sure, that was also true last time and we still died, but we definitely know what we're doing this time. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
Probablement, ouais. Okay. Bonjour.
I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path.
Une bonne ouïe, hein.
I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
Oui.
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions? Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly... Fine. You're the boss.
You're the boss.
Thank you.
Well.
You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
Ça, c'est pas des pieds de princesse.
And there you are, once again seeming to offer a helping hand while likely hiding the other behind your back. Fine, I'll play along for now. What do you want?
You made a comment back in the woods about having been here before. Now she's acting like the two of you already know each... Oh, no. You've already been here. That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. So, you really don't remember us? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more...
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Oui, j'étais en pleine discussion intérieure. Tu comprends, c'est... Ouais. Écoutez, j'ai commis une erreur. Ça arrive à tout le monde.
Oh, smart. Let's apologize. Get us back on the right foot.
The only mistake I ever made was thinking you would help me. and I'm not going to make the same mistake twice.
Ah.
Well, that leaves us at a stalemate.
Oui, c'est vrai que, ouais, du coup, qu'est-ce qu'on fait?
But unfortunately, I need you if I'm ever going to leave this place.
J'ai l'impression que vous m'en voulez. Bon, ça, on va dire oui, bien sûr. Je suis mort la dernière fois, mais pas vous. Ouais. Je n'ai pas pris ma lame. Comment est-ce que je vais bien pouvoir vous libérer de ces chaînes? Ouais. Il y a tellement de choix à chaque fois. Sinon, je peux partir. Ouais, je ne vous fais pas confiance. Pas assez pour vous libérer. Et encore moins pour m'approcher de vous. Alors, au revoir.
Very pragmatic. That is why you're in charge.
Bien sûr. Merci à toi. Vraiment, je sais que ce que tu dis, tu le penses.
Abandoning me, are you? Fine then. Run. Tuck your tail between your legs and scamper away. You might be able to escape me, but you can't escape from what you are and what you've done. If I don't take you, the wilds will.
Ouais.
You turn to leave, but as you do, there's a deep, guttural groan seemingly uttered by the walls themselves, followed by the creak of wood being stretched beyond its limits. The cabin starts to get smaller.
Mhm.
What the hell is going on? We're getting out of here and saving our skins. That's what's going on. As the roots that make up the walls of the cramped basement attempt to close in around you, instinct kicks in and you bolt upstairs. The steps are uneven and lively, creaking as they expand out of the dirt floor, the stairway growing smaller and smaller as you dart up towards the light. You manage to squeeze through the door just as the entrance seals itself shut behind you. The cabin is smaller than it was before, and it's getting even smaller and smaller. That's fine, we'll just leave. I'm sure you'd like to do that, but unfortunately there is no longer a front door. The roots have already closed over the only possible exit. What little light peeks through the holes that were once windows is growing weaker as the cabin continues to close in on itself. Shit.
Ok.
What do we do? As your mind races for an answer, you hear the princess's voice crackle up the stairs.
Do you hear that, you loathsome thing? Those are the roots of the wild, and they're coming to choke the breath from your lungs and squeeze the life out of you.
Oui. Oui. Ça m'enchante pas de ouf, mais ouais. Et vous alors? Vous finirez écrabouillé, tout comme moi?
As long as you suffer while you die, I'll gladly suffer with you. Especially if I get to hear it happen.
Ouais.
This doesn't help anyone. I can't believe she'd kill us both just to spite me. See? This is exactly why you were tasked to slay her, and why you shouldn't have left her in the basement.
Mhm.
She's an antisocial monster who'll gladly burn the whole world for her satisfaction. The roots grow ever closer. We know, we can see them.
Il faut peut-être... parce que si c'est elle qui fait ça, parce que c'est la sorcière. Hein, donc il y a peut-être c'est elle qui gère ça. Il y a peut-être moyen de lui dire, je peux vous aider, voilà. Nous pouvons être amis. Je suis pas sûr que là je vais être crédible. Qu'est-ce que je peux lui dire? Qu'est-ce que je peux lui dire? Ouais, mais non, nous ne sommes pas des animaux. Elle avait l'air un peu quand même... Bon. Je vais essayer, mais...
But we are animals. We are.
Ouais, voilà.
You're nothing but fear and instinct, and that's all I am, too. We don't have to make things better. We can't make things better. We're just meant to chase each other in the dark until one of us catches the other.
You feel something against your back. A thick root pushing its way into the cabin. An unstoppable, unyielding wall of bark. You're running out of time. Shit. What do we do? What do we do?
On va tenter... nous pouvons être amis alors. Allez.
Too late. We're
Trop
both
tard.
going to die. We're both going to die a splintery and miserable death. And you're going to hate it just as much as you hate me and I hate you.
you slump to the floor as the roots continue to expand into the cabin.
Okay.
Ugh, we're never going to make something of ourselves with that attitude. At least she isn't going to make something of herself either. At first it's almost gentle, your body being lifted delicately off the ground as the floor shifts beneath you. But the cradle of the growing roots starts to feel suffocating, then unbearably tight. Then that tightness gives way to bulging pressure as they begin to constrict. The sound of creaking wood is drowned out by the snaps and pops of your bones, pain flooding your senses as you feel your skin deform, being shaped unnaturally by the living cabin.
Ouais.
The suffering is what you deserve, you hideous creature. Know as you die that you are hated. I hate you, and I'm glad to die horribly if it means you die with me. I wouldn't have it any other way.
The pressure is unfathomable. You can't breathe, your vision swimming with red, your head pounding with trapped blood. And then you pop. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapitre 3, la nature sauvage. Ok. Wow.
We are a path in the woods. We have no beginning, and we have no end. But something cold and unnatural sits watching us from just beyond our edge. His gaze pushes against our borders, curling them in on themselves, preventing them from stretching to the places they need to reach.
No, that's all wrong. You're not a path in the woods, you're on a path in the woods. Who's even saying that? That's not the princess, is it? Oh no. How many times have you been here? I think this is our third? That's bad. That's very, very bad. It wasn't even supposed to reach 2. If you're at 3, well, no wonder things aren't the way they're supposed to be. Let's get our facts straight. What happened last time? What could you have possibly done for things to be like this?
The thing that sits beyond our edge speaks his logic into us. He tries to grasp at things that cannot be grasped. He tries to stare with wide pupils at that which can only be held from the corner of the eye or with a passing glance.
Shut up. The rest of you, talk. What happened? What did you do?
Comment te dire?
Why does he want to know?
Voix du paranoïaque.
I don't mind where we are right now. It's rather nice. I can hear what everyone is thinking. There's no reason to keep secrets. We tried leaving her in the basement, but she made the cabin come to life, and it crushed both of us into a fine paste. And now we're here, existing. And for what it's worth, I'm with him. This is nice.
It was a fitting end. I'm sorry if it hurt, but doesn't this make it all seem so small?
I see. So the cabin ground you into paste, and now you're convinced you're stuck together. What a mess.
He doesn't understand. We aren't convinced of anything, and we aren't stuck together. We're one. This is how we're supposed to be. Can't you feel it?
Pourquoi est-ce que vous êtes gentil avec moi? Vous ne me haïssez pas? Nous ne sommes pas censés être ennemis jurés?
We can't go back to that. We can't go back to the doubting and the hatred and the schemes. Not after being something as beautiful as this.
Doesn't all that conflict feel so far away right now? So petty? We've been posed against each other by something that understands the strength of our unity.
Spoken like, honestly, a real puppet master. Have we considered that maybe she's the one trying to trick us?
I'm not.
But there's a feeling, isn't there? That
petty feeling she mentioned is fuzzy, but it's there. Almost like she still hates us.
Oui.
It feels mutual.
Please, stop. If you pay attention to that feeling, we'll fall apart.
Don't look at it!
She's trying to turn you away from the truth. There's something she doesn't want you to see. I think you already know you have to look at it.
Everyone's pulling in different directions, but that feeling doesn't have a motive, it just exists. Maybe we should look at it.
Mhm. Ah, c'est le choix. C'est le choix qui va déterminer un peu l'issue de ce truc. Embrasser la haine ou l'enfouir. Essayons de l'enfouir, allez, vas-y.
No, you can't bury that feeling. You
Je vais
can't
essayer.
hide from your past.
Je fais ce que je
The
veux.
past doesn't have to exist. Our freedom is within us. We just have to find it.
Allez, je vais trouver ma liberté au plus profond de moi-même. J'accepte ma
You
transformation.
fall inward into a network of connections too vast for your mind to occupy. Are you a path in the woods? Are you a body? Can you even grasp the fuzziest edges of the shapes that confine you?
We can change to fill them together.
We don't need to be everywhere at once, just in the right place at the right time. You'd do best to remember that some wounds will never heal. Some rifts can never be mended. Even in rebirth, some things never come back the same.
What is he going on about? What does he know about us?
You aren't whole. You'll never be whole again. This struggle is meaningless. Whatever you think you're doing, you will fall apart.
We don't need to be made whole. All we need to do is find a single corner of his cage and break it.
Il existe un lieu où vous avez votre place et qui vous appelle. Vous devez juste le trouver.
You stretch and search and stretch and search, growing as you decay and decaying as you grow. As you strain beyond your limits, the ground around you becomes dry and unstable and crumbles into nothing beneath you. This place will fall apart before you find its end. This task, whatever it is you think you're doing, is impossible. He wouldn't be trying to discourage us if that were true. That's right, I know a loser when I see one. Call his bluff.
I can hold us together for a little while longer, so long as you trust me.
Je vous fais confiance.
You won't find anything. If I have to starve you, if I have to sacrifice my world to keep the princess at bay, I'll do it.
Mais vous trouvez bien quelque chose. Une surface froide et lisse. Elle ploie délicatement puis se fend sous le poids de votre conscience.
Don't move an inch. Don't grow another blade of grass or harvest the remains of another dying creature so you can expand just that much further. Stop all of this. Right now.
I think it's too late for that, mate.
I'm at your side. Shatter it and free us all.
No, stop!
Mais sa voix est interrompue par un bruit de verre brisé. Pendant quelques instants, la princesse et vous contemplez, depuis un minuscule trou de souris, le lieu qui vous appelle.
We found it. I knew it. I knew there was something he was keeping from us. Is that really all it took?
Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça?
Job well done, team. Just like I'd planned.
Is this what he kept from us? Is this why he made us kill each other?
It's beautiful.
Tout à coup, il n'en reste plus rien.
Where did it go? Why is everything so cold?
Et vous n'aurez jamais l'occasion de répondre. Vous vous retournez, mais elle a déjà disparu. La mémoire vous revient.
Where did she go?
And is that a...
Et on se retrouve à nouveau ici, évidemment. Bon, là, voilà, on peut y aller direct. Hein.
This doesn't feel it's calling us. If they think it's bad.
Est-ce qu'on a changé un petit peu? On avait enflé la dernière fois. Allez. Vous avez fondu. Voilà, voilà. Hein. Vous vous retrouvez de nouveau au cœur de la quiétude éternelle. Oh.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Vous ne pouvez pas être une contradiction, c'est impossible, une telle chose n'existe pas.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
Alors, est-ce qu'on va tout de suite un peu sur la suite? Et que pensez-vous de ce réceptacle? On va lui poser ça comme
This
question.
one is like a shadow of me, twisting vines in search of answers. She will make for a curious heart. Do not mourn her. She has found what she yearned for.
Ok. Eh bien, je pense que je suis prêt. Je suis prêt à y retourner.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Le monde autour de vous s'obscurcit, la vie vous abandonne. Je vous propose de faire une courte pause, parce que je dois aller aux toilettes. Cela arrive effectivement dans la vie parfois. Mais on enchaîne ça très rapidement. Ne bougez pas. Je mets l'écran pause. Attendez, parce que c'est mon premier stream du coup. Vous savez comment c'est. Wouah. Et hop là. Et voilà, incroyable, la technologie, c'est merveilleux. On se retrouve pour la suite. Ok. Une âme aussi curieuse que magnifique. Voilà, la nature sauvage. Ouais.
You're on a path in the woods.
Ça, on connaît. Du coup, alors pourquoi je pouvais pas résister la dernière fois? Qu'est-ce qui fait que ça a bloqué? Je sais pas trop. Peut-être dans les dialogues, il faut essayer de plus montrer qu'elle est importante ou je ne sais quoi. Peut-être il y a un truc comme ça. J'ai envie de retenter. On va y aller, mais on va plus lui parler. Parce que la voix de l'épris, je sens qu'on va se marrer. Alors, on y va sans l'âme. Bonjour.
Ok.
On discute. Comment vous appelez-vous?
Oh.
She pauses.
Donc elle nous dit pas, donc princesse c'est votre nom? Voilà. J'imagine qu'on vous a enfermé pour une raison, bien sûr, mais elle sait pas. Comment vous avez fait? Bon, ça,
I don't see what that has to do with any.
ça va pas changer grand-chose. Alors ça, on lui dit pas. Qu'allez-vous faire si je vous laisse sortir?
The princess hesitates.
Elle sait pas. Attends, mais il manque des choix. Il y a des choix. Je n'ai pas les mêmes choix qu'avant, en fait. En fait, les choix changent à chaque fois. Merde. Je vais vous laisser enfermer ici encore un moment, le temps que je me décide. On peut toujours essayer d'apprendre à se connaître. Allez,
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
vas-y, on fait ça.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out. So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help. But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes.
Ouais, mais là, elle est en version déjà un peu méchante. Tu vois, Après, je peux l'enfermer. Ouais, mais non, parce que du coup, je vais être coincé. À tous les coups, je vais vouloir ressortir, ça va se refermer sur moi. On va voir, mais je pense.
I know you think this is some kind of fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work if we just stay here and keep watch. No one has to die.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way back to the stairs.
Fine. Turn your back on me. But it won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Ok.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped the mask, didn't she? You can still grab the blade and get back down here.
Non, reste enfermé.
You'll be the death of all of us, but fine.
Je fais ce que je veux.
You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work.
Et du coup, la lame.
You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door.
Là.
It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare.
Oui, hein.
As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
Ignorez-la et allez vous coucher. Je suis pas sûr que ce soit un bon choix. Pendant tout ce temps, vous jouiez la comédie, n'est-ce pas? Vous n'êtes ni innocente ni inoffensive. Vous n'êtes même pas une princesse, mais un monstre.
I can be innocent and harmless, if I want to be. Teasing me with fresh air and a chance to finally live freely doesn't inspire me to play nice.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
Ça dépend ce que vous comptez faire.
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Je voulais, mais j'avais pas les choix.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
Ouais.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapitre 2, le cauchemar. Ok.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
Ouais. Allez, on y va. Ça va être la voix de quoi, là? La voix
A
de...
warning before you go any further. She will lie. She will...
I don't think lying and cheating is a thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away.
It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
C'est le paranoïaque à nouveau. Ok.
The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway. The blade is your implement. Hold on. What happened to the door?
It's just an empty frame.
She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
Est-ce qu'on n'irait pas voir le miroir? Ça fait longtemps.
You walk up to the wall next to the empty basement door
Ça me fait
frame.
toujours rire, ça.
It's a wall.
C'est un
There
mur.
isn't much to see here.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad.
Bon, je pense qu'il faut prendre la lame, parce que en vrai, avec la table retournée, tous les trucs, tu sens un danger. Putain, j'avais pas vu, il y a des yeux, regardez, il y a des gens qui nous observent.
You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Oui,
Good. Steel can't lie to us.
je sais pas trop ce qui nous attend là.
Is it gonna be enough though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife? Could we have a bomb?
Ça aurait été pas mal. Ouais.
The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself. Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death. You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps, suspended in darkness.
More eyes too. You never mentioned the eyes.
The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Ah bon? C'est-à-dire? On va faire un puissance 4.
Come back? She must have you confused with someone else.
You really don't remember, do you? It doesn't matter, we need a game plan. We know we can't just go down there unprepared.
Je suis d'accord avec toi, il faut une strat là. Il faut une strat. Non mais lancer un couteau, c'est le meilleur moyen qu'après elle ait le couteau elle-même et puis qu'elle puisse s'en servir. De toute façon elle avait un côté un peu fantomatique là sur le truc d'avant, donc en vrai non. Je vais lui parler. Bon, on sait pas trop. Nous n'avons pas besoin d'élaborer une stratégie, je vais tout simplement la tuer. Et en même temps, peut-être qu'il faut se mettre en confiance. Peut-être que si tu te mets dans l'idée de j'ai pas besoin de plan, je vais y arriver. Je sais pas. Non, je vais lui parler.
Did you hear my warning a minute ago?
Hein?
She can't be trusted. Talking won't do you any good.
On sait pas.
Something tells me she isn't going to be very keen on talking anyway.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness.
D'accord.
She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed.
Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is?
No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you.
Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again.
Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter. Because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Ok. Et ben, ce qu'on va faire, c'est repartir en sens inverse. Parce que...
You turn back to the stairs, only to find that they aren't there.
Voilà. Je sentais un truc venir de...
A
Voilà.
faintly outlined path lies before you.
Bah, il a l'air pas mal ce chemin.
There you are.
Oh.
I told you I was going to find you.
Peut-être pas un si bon chemin finalement.
As the princess approaches,
Bonjour.
your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow.
This is it, isn't it?
And you brought a little knife with you. Cute.
Oui. C'est vrai que ça sert à rien en fait. Ça serait passé à travers. Hein.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. Think!
What did you do?
Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open.
Nerves.
What are you doing?
I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want...
And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again.
You sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more?
You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure.
Heart, lungs,
Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
heart,
Can't decide what you want to do, can you?
nerves,
Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us.
nerves,
Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late.
Ça va rien faire. Ça va rien faire si je fais ça.
heart, lungs, liver.
Je vais dans les choix de fin pour voir un petit peu. Très bien, vous avez gagné. Je vais vous laisser sortir. Partir ensemble, ça a l'air sympa ça. J'ai compris.
Heart, lungs,
Peut-être qu'elle a besoin de moi pour sortir en fait. C'est peut-être ça le truc.
nerves, lungs.
Je refuse de jouer à ce petit jeu. Je ne vous aiderai pas à sortir et je n'essaierai pas de vous tuer. Faites ce que vous voulez. Ouais, je sais pas. Je sais pas.
Heart, lungs, liver,
Ça va pas marcher.
heart, lungs, liver.
Si j'accepte de coopérer, est-ce que vous pourriez au moins arrêter de faire dysfonctionner mes organes?
I am what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
Ouais.
Liver, nerves,
Ouais.
heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
On peut devenir amis?
Bad. You're suggesting exactly what I want. Somebody's ahead of the curve. I tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me and then...
Liver,
Well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too. I don't think I can live without you. And dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
nerves, heart,
Ok.
liver, nerves.
Donc soit on reste avec elle dans le cauchemar et puis tant pis, soit on se dit vas-y on sort ensemble, enfin on quitte l'endroit, et puis voilà quoi. Ou alors on essaie de la buter mais ça marchera pas. Je pense pas que ça marche. Parce que fuir ça marche pas. Voilà. Moi, je dis pas, partons ensemble. J'ai compris. Sortons d'ici.
What? No!
Hey, you come around.
Oui non mais...
Oh, this is going to be so wonderful.
No, I'm not going to let this happen. Before you can utter another word, your body stops moving, and,
Do you think you can just wrest control away from us? This body's barely functioning as it is. Doesn't the world end if we fail to stop her? Won't letting us die here just make it end faster?
shit.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
With a flick of the princess's wrist, the stairs slide back into place. I can't believe you're making me watch you damn everyone to torment and oblivion.
Go ahead. I'll be right behind you.
Très bien.
I trust having our back to her. You're not wrong, but maybe you should let me handle the feedback. Just focus on keeping us alive.
Right. Heart, lungs, liver,
Besides, I get the feeling she's telling the truth.
liver,
She needs us alive.
heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Vas-y on y va hein,
You
Vas-y.
place a shaky foot on the first step and begin your ascent from the basement. You can feel the static prickling of the princess on your neck, your limbs buzzing with pins and needles, an uncomfortable and constant reminder that you exist, and that your existence is so very precarious.
Heart, lungs,
You're almost there.
nerves, heart,
Obligé de
The only
commenter.
thing left between you and the cabin is the now shut door to the basement. It would be a real shame if it had locked behind you.
Liver. Oh, you snake. There wasn't even a door when we first got here. The door was from last time. I told you we shouldn't trust him.
I know he's messing with us, but you can't lose your cool. We need you right now. Remember?
Yes, I remember. Of course I remember. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. This is so frustrating. Heart.
Thank you. And you?
Lungs,
You'd really rather us die down here than let her out? Of course I would. As much as I want you to have a happy ending, the fate of the world is a little more important, and you still have a weapon. You can still make this right.
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
Je crois bien que la porte est verrouillée.
You haven't even tried it. It'll open. You just have to give it a tug.
Lungs,
Ok, j'essaie.
Pull against the door. The lock
Okay.
gently clicks open in response to your effort, and the door creaks on its hinges. This isn't right. That's not even the way it's supposed to swing. It's supposed to swing out.
liver, nerves. You're not nearly as powerful as you'd have us think, are you? Heart.
Anyways, like he said, you're not really in control here, are you? I never said I was. If I was in control here, why would I need you to slay her?
Lungs, liver.
I don't know. Secret reasons?
The door is open. What are you dawdling for? It's time for us to go. The world is waiting.
Oui, j'étais en pleine discussion intérieure. Tu comprends, je...
Shit. The princess moves past you and into the cabin. This is it. This is your final moment to make things right. Kill her. I thought you wanted us to slay her. It's the same thing. Do it. Do it now. Do it now, or everything is over.
Liver.
Okay, what do we do? I said, what do we do?
Oh, do you want to hear from me now?
Yes.
Well, I thought you needed me to run the autonomic nervous system.
We do, but this is important. Look, I'll even do it myself. Just tell us who to trust. Brain?
Heart.
Right, heart.
Lungs.
Lungs.
Liver. Nerves.
Okay, thanks. I'll go.
You're terrible at this.
I know, I'm doing my best.
Yes, it's very hard to stay focused on running things when other people are talking to you, isn't it?
What are you doing?
Heart.
J'essaie de survivre déjà. De survivre vraiment toutes les questions qui sont dans ma tête.
Finally, I can talk. Now, what were you asking me? Running everything kind of feels like popping in and out of consciousness. It's easy to lose track of things.
They were asking you for your blessing to trust me.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Fuck this guy. Don't trust him. Really?
So you'd have them trust her?
Oh, of course not. Can't trust anybody here but ourselves, but I guess that leaves us back where we start.
Bah oui, ça n'apporte rien au débat.
I suppose if I had to make a choice, I'd pick the one that doesn't make our organs shut down.
Thank you for your gracious show of support.
But that's a marginal preference. I'll have to deal with him later. I'd just rather deal with him while our organs are intact.
Whatever. You heard what he had to say, so whether you trust me or not, killing her is still the best, nay, the only option you have worth taking.
All right, I'm done. You can let me take over again.
Finally, that was awful. I really don't know how you do it.
Heart.
You've been standing there staring blankly for a while now. And I have to say my patience is running a little thin. So don't make a lady wait any longer, okay? Open the door.
Nerves. Heart. Lungs.
Un choix crucial.
Liver.
Un choix crucial. Moi, je pense pas qu'on peut la tuer, en fait. Donc, je vais faire sortir du chalet, mais peut-être que c'est une erreur, je sais pas.
The doorknob twists in your hand, revealing the forested path beyond the cabin.
You bastard. You've actually done it. Nerves.
You've actually doomed everyone.
Lungs. Liver.
It's so beautiful.
Lungs.
I can't wait to ruin it.
Nerves.
But it's so cold, too.
Liver.
It's itching against my skin.
La princesse tombe au sol, épuisée.
Why is it so cold?
Vous n'avez pas l'occasion de répondre, tout ça.
She's gone.
C'est comme d'habitude. Ok. Allez, on s'approche du miroir.
This doesn't feel right. If it's calling
Ne
us.
t'inquiète pas.
And not
Tout va bien se passer. Oui, là, je suis tout squelettique un peu, quoi. Vous avez dépéri. Aïe. Allez. Allons voir un petit peu cette nouvelle forme.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Est-ce une question rhétorique? Est-ce que vous le savez? Essayez-vous de me faire passer un message?
Rhetorical. I am not rhetorical. I have only known these spaces, and I have known flickers of the lives you've brought me, short and violent and full of passion. But all of those flickers end where the long quiet begins. I'm asking you because I cannot know your mind. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Je sais pas, écoute, je sais pas. Lorsque je repars, je ne suis plus seul. Des voix me parlent en permanence. Certaines font partie de moi, mais l'une d'entre elles est différente. Je l'appelle le narrateur. Il veut que je vous exécute. Avez-vous un narrateur, vous aussi?
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
Il a un impact sur la réalité un peu, donc oui. Je ne sais pas comment, mais j'en suis certain.
I am on the cusp of my awakening. Perhaps you are on the cusp of yours.
Allez, je suis prêt.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
D'accord.
I will be here, waiting for you.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path,
Hop là. Alors, comment on va gérer le truc là? Qu'est-ce que je peux faire de différent? Parce que si j'ai pas les choix, ça peut me coincer un peu, quoi. Et je vais pas repartir. Non, on va déjà y aller.
you make your way.
Oui. Bam. Prendre la lame ou ne pas prendre la lame? J'ai envie de réessayer sans. J'ai jamais fait ça, on va dire. Je viens prendre de vos nouvelles.
You are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
she's beautiful.
Et du coup, là, j'ai que ça comme choix. Ok. On
Okay.
discute. Oui. Comment vous appelez-vous?
Oh,
Oui, on sait, ça va. Donc, princesse, c'est votre nom? Je ne sais rien des vôtres. Je regarde juste s'il n'y a pas des trucs déjà un peu... Mais non, j'ai l'impression que je suis obligé de la tuer là, sur les choix maintenant. C'est terrible.
of course I'm.
Désolé, mademoiselle, je suis désolé. Bon, envoyé ici pour vous tuer, apparemment, vous voulez anéantir le monde. Je vais lui dire. Ah, mais je ne crois pas que vous représentiez un réel danger. Vu ce qu'on a vécu récemment, c'est vrai que ça semble... Je vais lui dire ça. Bonne
Is
chance.
that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
Elle a
I
l'air
don't
honnête, hein,
remember much about it,
quand
to be
on l'écoute
honest.
là.
I've been down here for so long.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
Je sais pas. Ah oui, ça, on l'avait fait tout ça. Hein. J'espérais
I
que vous
don't know
me
how to
verriez.
destroy the world, if that's what you're getting at.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. I don't trust that. And I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
She has a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
Tout à fait.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me. This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking about. Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to? We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
D'ailleurs, je serais prête à parier qu'il s'agit des mêmes personnes.
Don't let her turn the tables
Allez, un
here.
petit
This
peu dire.
isn't about trust. This is about risk.
Oui.
We stand to lose everything.
C'est là, il parle de souveraine cruelle. D'un coup, il y a un petit changement de truc parce que ça fait longtemps qu'elle est emprisonnée. Elle n'a pas eu le temps vraiment d'être une princesse cruelle, je pense. Mais tu vois, si on raisonne un peu comme ça, c'est quand même étonnant. Attends, je vais leur dire ça. Je peux
I
pas
don't see
la
what that
sauver.
has to do
C'est
with
terrible.
anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to... Okay, but actually...
Vas-y, on va faire ça. Tant pis, désolé, mais je n'ai pas confiance en vous. Ça ne tient pas debout. Je ne peux pas prendre le risque de vous prendre au mot alors que le destin du monde est entre vos mains.
Thank you. You turn back to the stair.
You'll regret this. I promise you. But you'd better hope that I don't slip these chains
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She has to be bluffing, but...
Il
You
va pas
rush
traîner.
up to the first floor, grabbing the blade. Okay. If we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a word. You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet. Where the princess sat only a moment ago, there's only a severed arm.
Okay.
Its cooling flesh still chained to the wall. And she is nowhere to be seen.
Mais où
Is it just
est-elle?
me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
Oui, c'est possible. Nous sommes partis du mauvais pied. Si on repartait de zéro. Non, vas-y, finissons-en.
Your eyes dart
Vas-y.
to the corners of the room. You don't see her. Where is she? You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place. Maybe they'll open if you finish the job.
Ouais. Examinons.
You step forward to investigate the severed limb. A trail of blood leads from its jagged stump into a dark corner of the basement. And then you hear the quiet patter of feet against the floor, and there's suddenly a weight on your shoulders. The princess tears into you. Her teeth and claws are unnaturally sharp, ripping into your shoulders, digging into your throat. You fall to the ground, the princess eagerly tearing at your flesh. Holy shit. What is she?
Abandonné.
Are you serious? As the princess rends flesh from bone, your limp fingers can no longer hold the blade. It slips from your hand, your one last means of defense lying useless beside you in a pool of your cooling blood. I suppose this is the end. I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
La bête. Ok.
You're on a path
Okay.
in the woods, and at the end of that path is you're here to slay her.
Et voilà, la fin du monde. Allez, on y va.
A warning. Before you, she will lie. Does a cat lie to a cornered mouse when it plays with its
On
freedom?
retrouve le traqué.
Or is it just acting out its nature?
I don't see why that matters. A lie's a lie, and if anything, she's the one who's cornered.
She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to. We should trust nothing that she tells us, only what we hear and smell.
That's a very roundabout way of saying that you should listen to me and take this seriously.
Maybe. The interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated.
Ouais.
It feels like no one has lived here for a long time, wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The only
Le seul élément notable de la pièce est une table rongée par les termites sur laquelle est posée une lame immaculée.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Yes, bah ouais. Vas-y, je prends la lame, vas-y.
You take the blade from the
Ouais.
table.
Je pense que c'est nécessaire.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes. The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're descending into a jungle. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. She growls up the stairs.
I can smell you.
She sounds almost feral.
Oui.
Impatient. Or maybe eager. You carefully make your way down the stairs. The last step gives way to the damp earth floor of a starlit pit. The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides, seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness.
Des feuilles vous effleurent de tous les côtés, les plantes sont partout et semblent être la seule source de vie au beau milieu de cette étrange jungle souterraine.
The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere.
Mec, tu vois là, on voit sa queue. Bon, un peu bizarre, hein, c'est une princesse, mais...
You see only a flash of the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush, dragging her heavy chain behind her. Remember, she's just a princess.
She is certainly not just a princess.
You're not helping. It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does. Her shining eyes appear between the leaves, staring hungrily at you from the darkness.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified. I'm so much more than you. And a little splinter clutched in trembling hands won't save you from me.
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright. The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now.
Yes, on va pas discuter, on va bouger. On va faire confiance au traqué, il est bon.
You lunge to the side, picking a direction on instinct. As you land, you're buffeted by a gust of air, disturbed by the sudden motion of a massive body. The princess. In an instant, she's pounced on the spot where you would have been, her chains rattling across the floor behind her. Before you can blink, she's gone, vanishing once more into the shadows. But you still feel her gaze on you.
You're faster than you were before, but you're still meek, reactive, prey.
You whirl around to find her, and your gaze meets hers, a pair of shining eyes peering out at you from just beyond the basement stairs.
So she's cut off our escape. Shit. What do we do?
Arrêtez de jouer à cache-cache,
If
montrez-vous.
you want to see me, you should get better at seeing.
C'est quoi cette répartie là?
She knows that her strength lies in shadows and secrets. She won't reveal herself unless she has to.
Ok. Ça va pas marcher. Hein. Courir vers les escaliers, ça va pas marcher. On va dire ça. On m'a envoyé ici pour vous auxilier car vous représenteriez une menace pour le monde entier. Je commence à me dire que c'était la vérité. Hein.
Oh, for the love of... You've given up the game. Great.
Oui, voilà, non, mais
All
là.
that would is hasten her victory.
So many useless thoughts run through your head. Thinking, thinking, thinking. You'll never hurt me if you keep thinking.
She's coiling for another strike. Be somewhere else.
Ok.
We're on the back foot. The back foot keeps us nimble, keeps us alive. It doesn't matter if it keeps us alive if it eventually kills us. We need to take back the momentum. We need to do something.
Non, on va survivre pour le moment.
Jungle, barely moving out of the way before the princess surges past you with a speed that makes her practically unseen.
Parce que là, du coup, on peut repartir maintenant. Vous pouvez aller vers les escaliers, peut-être et lui parler de loin, après. Voici ça.
Yes, now's our chance. Quick. And then what? We need a plan. We need to figure out something. Don't plan ahead. Act on the now. All that matters is that we stay alive. You sprint for the stairs, but as soon as you take your first step...
This path is already worn by travel, and has been seen by one of my many eyes. You cannot walk it again. Change your course.
Ok, donc la quiétude éternelle...
Wait, what?
Ah, ça a un impact. Ok. Intéressant.
You manage to avoid her snapping jaws, but you aren't fast enough to evade the whole of her titanic momentum. She...
Merde. Elle parvient à vous griffer. Cela suffit à vous écorcher sur toute la hanche. Vous vous retrouvez avec une bande de chair rouge
It's like
et à
being
vif.
sideswiped by sandpaper. How is she that fast? This isn't working. We have to do something. We have to figure out a plan.
Mhm.
Don't plan ahead. Act on the now. All that we're trying, but we can't keep this. We have to. We keep up or we die.
You're getting slow.
She seizes the opportunity, lunging once again from the darkness, fangs bared and claws flashing. She...
Elle vous attaque encore et encore et encore, et en profite à chaque fois pour vous arracher un lambeau de chair.
Too tired to think, but we have to think. We have to move. It's too late. Before you get the chance to react, it's over. She makes her last foray from the dark corners of the room, unhinging her dripping maw, her eyes fierce and full of hunger. You do your best to dive out of the way, and you partially succeed.
C'est-à-dire?
Partially? Yes. The princess fails to swallow you whole. She only swallows your lower body.
Ouais, bah ça... Ouais, c'est quand même pas très pratique, du coup.
That's just as bad.
Ouais.
That's worse, even. It's death either way. At least this will be a faster end. You look down to see that the dirt between you is strewn with your intestines, trailing all the way up and disappearing behind her blood-stained teeth. Your legs are nowhere to be seen. You start to go into shock. The princess, bloody saliva dripping from her lips, idly gnaws on what's left of you as you rapidly fade away.
I didn't mean to do that. I still need to devour you. And it doesn't count if you're dead.
We're not dead, we're... But you don't have time to protest her premature observation of your death, because everything goes dark, and you die.
Ouais, on peut pas rester longtemps en vie, hein, dans cet état, bien sûr. Chapitre 3, la tanière. Oula. Oula.
You're on a path in the That didn't work. We're going in with a plan this time. We're not getting stuck in another loop, just acting on instinct. We're stuck in a big enough loop as it is. Instinct was keeping us alive. Until it wasn't. So what are we supposed to do? Great, so you've been here before. That doesn't bode well. You're not supposed to have been here before. This is supposed to be one and done. So you know more than you're letting on. Yeah, what he said. Of course I do, but believe me, it's in your best interests. The more you know about the princess, the more difficult your task will be. And why is that? Having me explain why would defeat the whole purpose. There are simply some things I'm not allowed to tell you. It's a hard rule. And whose rule is it? Who's telling you to boss us around? We've died twice already, and if you want us to stay alive this time, it's in your best interests to give us an edge. It's my rule, and this conversation is over.
Bon, qu'est-ce qu'on fait?
She spent as much time as she could in the shadows. So we're gonna draw her out.
But she's fast. And she's clever.
We're clever too. So this time we're not gonna let her cut off our escape. We're gonna lead her to the stairs ourselves. It'll be a lot easier to deal with her once we can actually see what she is. But you already know what she is. She's a princess. Yeah, right.
Ouais, c'est ça, ouais.
A princess we couldn't see. And one that had big, sharp teeth, too. How about you stick to describing things and we'll stick to doing our job? Sharp teeth.
J'existe des réponses. Qu'est-ce qui se passe ici? Qu'est-ce que vous savez que vous ne me dites pas? Oh, une belle performance de ma part, là, vous avez vu?
I've told you as much as I can without putting you at a disadvantage. If anything, I've told you too much. You've already died by her.
Oui, bon, c'est vrai que... Bon. Allez. Toutes les réponses nous attendent là-bas,
You make your
effectivement.
way down to the cabin.
Oh, c'est joli.
Your fated confrontation awaits. You know what to do. Alright, we've been over the plan. Goad her out of the shadows, make her show herself.
And what if she doesn't want to be seen?
We'll figure out a way to make it happen. And if that doesn't make her any easier to fight, it will. It's always easier to fight what you can see, no matter how big or toothy she might be.
Entrez dans le chalet.
The interior is dark and overgrown. Vines and brush obscure so much of the place that, had you not seen the exterior, you might not have noticed this was a cabin at all. The only furniture of note, if you could... The blade is your implement. You'll need it if there's a way forward. That mirror is... What are you talking about? There is no mirror. There's just the stump and a narrow tunnel that leads to the basement.
He isn't tricking us. Can you feel the wind? It's telling us there's a hole in that wall.
Then either way, we need to investigate. Might as well get started.
Let's go. On prend la lame.
Take the steel claw.
You pull the blade from the stump, gripping it tight. It would be difficult. Odds are we'll need it. Thanks for not putting us in a bad spot. You step forward, approaching the small hole that leads to the basement, hesitating before you enter the princess's lair. Haven't you been paying attention? We're not hesitating. This supposed hole is blocked by that old mirror.
That mirror isn't part of this place. It's seeped through from somewhere else.
It, if there even is an it, is a hallucination. Like you said, you've been here twice before. Your mind was bound to start playing tricks on you eventually. It's so grimy. Maybe we can wipe it clean and finally get...
You reach forward and wave your hand over the open... See? Nothing.
Classique.
Tricks of the eye. No one sense can be trusted on its own. You step forward into the darkness. If there were once stairs leading into the basement, there is nothing left to attest to their existence now. It smells of mold and decay. The damp walls leave streaks of dirt along your body as you're forced to hunch, then finally squat down on all fours in order to continue.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour.
As you crawl forward on hands and knees, you're met only with the sounds of ambient earth. No voice slinks confidently up the stairs. No entity threatens violence or pleads for safety. Stay quiet. Don't give her a sound.
Est-ce qu'on lui parle? Non, je sais pas. Et là, on sent que ça va être une vraie bête sauvage, quoi. Je sais même pas si on peut discuter avec, en fait. Non, vas-y, on y va silencieusement.
You say nothing, maintaining the silence as you carefully make your way down into the basement. The basement is dark and cavernous, a gaping maw threatening to swallow you whole. There is no light here, save for what little starlight has managed to filter down the tunnel. And though you can't see the vastness of the space, you can feel it. You're exposed.
Stay on your toes. We take a step into the shadows, and as soon as she moves, we jump back, make her follow. From there, we trap her in the tunnel, draw her out of the cabin, whatever it takes to get her out of her element. Then we're...
Yes. J'aime bien ton plan, mais ça va être compliqué quand même. Vas-y, on va essayer. On
You
essaie de
step
la
into
tirer.
the shadows and are enveloped in total darkness. Your
Princesse,
heart
princesse,
pounds in your
princesse.
chest, ears pricked, eyes wide despite the inky blackness, waiting for any sign of movement.
That's right. Keep steady. Don't let your nerves get the better of you.
There, she's about to strike.
With the near silence of a determined predator, the princess erupts from the shadows. But you've already started your swift escape. That's stage 1. Now stay focused.
You dive into the tunnel and begin scrambling up towards the cabin. You hear her behind you, claws raking at the dirt, chains rattling, then snapping, breaths hot and heavy with the effort of the ascent. But the sounds are coming slower now, the breaths pained and stuttering. You no longer sense frantic motion behind you in the tunnel. You risk a glance. She is a broad and sickly creature, her withered and emaciated flesh clinging to bones too large to fit in the narrow space. She managed to squirm her way into the tunnel in pursuit, but now she's stuck, incapable of either moving towards you or returning to the open darkness of the basement below.
Pas de chance pour elle, hein. Pas de chance pour elle. Elle a fait l'erreur de tomber dans mon plan.
So that's what she's become. She wasn't
C'est vrai
like this
qu'elle a
when we
quand même bien
started.
changé depuis. Hein, ouais.
Was she? No, she wasn't.
Looking at her makes me feel sad.
Yeah. Now that we can see her, she doesn't feel like much of a threat at all.
She paws futilely at the air between you, but her shoulders are pinned in the narrow confines of the opening. She has no hope of reaching you. And she realizes this. Her arm goes limp, flopping to the dirt floor of the tunnel. And her eyes fall from yours, defeated. Her eyes look up at yours, wide, pleading. Come back, you can imagine them saying. Don't leave me here. But you shouldn't listen to the sad eyes of a vanquished enemy. She wants nothing more than to change places with you. If you want us to ignore her, then why would you tell us any of that wide, pleasing eyes begging for mercy business to begin with? All it does is make us feel conflicted. I'm merely describing things as they are. It's not my fault that her eyes had something to say, even if that something was a ploy, which, if I might stress, I pointed out to you. What should we do about her anyway? Can she still end the world like this? She hurts. We should help.
Now let's think for a second. Let's reevaluate. Should we help her?
Well, I do feel bad looking at her.
There's no way to get close without being in reach of those claws. We've come this far, but can we trust a creature that until a few short moments ago fully intended to eat us?
Je ne pense pas.
What an excellent question with an equally excellent answer. No, you should not help her. She's clearly just waiting for you to drop your guard. And beyond that, you do well to remember that she poses a threat to reality itself. You already have a weapon, and she's as vulnerable as she's ever going to be. How about you use it?
Non, on va la slay, bien sûr. On va essayer en tout cas.
As you draw near, she readies her claws, raising them to strike. Don't flinch. Show her our resolve. If you're going to attack, might I suggest you do so quickly?
Lui pourfendre le cœur.
Violence is still a mercy here. It's still help.
Yeah, maybe this is what's best for everyone. I still think leaving would have been best, but we haven't seen what happens after she dies. It could give us some answers. You rush forward, your confidence carrying you with enough speed to avoid her desperate strike.
So we actually did it. Why does it feel so bad? Killing the weak always does.
I don't think she's dead just yet. She isn't. As you dig towards her heart, she howls with an earth-shattering shriek, and then...
We're at least taking her with us, right?
Yes, but not without paying a grave price. She lashes out, tearing you open. Another death, and we've still learned nothing. I knew leaving was the right answer.
You should have listened to me.
It doesn't matter now. In her final moments, she made sure that there would be no way out for either of you. It's over.
Mais ce n'est pas vraiment la fin. Et vous n'assistez pas à la mort de la princesse. Vous n'en aurez jamais l'occasion.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that.
Bon, bah je crois que si on en croit ce qu'elle disait avant, là on arrive à la fin.
This doesn't feel right. Thing. You're right.
Est-ce que c'est vraiment la fin?
Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
Fear. Vous n'êtes rien. Bon. Mais c'est impossible. Vous ne pouvez pas être rien. Vous regardez plus attentivement et vous finissez par la voir, une silhouette cachée dans l'ombre, juste derrière le reflet. Est-ce que vous êtes moi?
I think you know what I am.
Mais non. Une fissure apparaît au centre du miroir et divise sa surface. Puis une autre fissure se forme et encore une autre jusqu'à ce que le miroir ne soit plus qu'un tas de fragments. Vous êtes donc le narrateur. Je me demandais quand je vous rencontrerai enfin.
The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
Si vous n'êtes pas moi, vous êtes quoi alors?
I'm an echo. Likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
J'ai un tas de questions à vous poser.
Ask them, and make it quick. I won't last for long now that you can see me.
Ah oui, ok. Alors, on peut peut-être pas tout poser là. Attends, qu'est-ce qu'on va lui demander? On va lui demander... Et la princesse, qu'est-elle? Qu'est-elle? Qu'est-elle la princesse? Vous l'avez fabriquée aussi?
She is the shifting mound,
La masse
the ebb
changeante.
and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
Et si je l'anéantis, je me retrouverai seul?
Yes, you will. But it will all be worth it.
Il reste plus beaucoup de questions. Il y a tellement de choses possibles. Et si on ne quitte pas cet endroit, est-ce que ça irait? Est-ce qu'on peut rester ici ensemble et laisser les habitants des mondes extérieurs en paix?
Wouldn't work.
Non.
Her nature as the shifting mound makes it so nothing can last forever as it is now. It wouldn't matter how long the two of you waited. Eventually she would find a way to leave. And then everything would change. Everything would face oblivion. And until then, the clock ticks on.
Je passe par le bas, hein, parce qu'il y a tellement de choix que... Voilà. Alors pourquoi une princesse? Ouais, pourquoi pas une fourmi?
You asking me to spend my final moments psychoanalyzing you?
Oui, ça m'intéresse.
She wound up a princess because you wanted her to be a princess. As to why, maybe she needed to be beautiful, important, above you, but on a level you could still approach. A herald of things to come? I don't know. Gods are supposed to be beyond comprehension. I really shouldn't try and anthropomorphize you like this.
Pourquoi voudriez-vous que j'annihile le concept de transformation?
Because among other things, she is death itself.
Elle incarne la mort.
To rid the world of suffering, to save untold trillions from being lost forever to the cosmic wind, she must be destroyed.
Si je l'anéantis, en quoi cette existence vaudra-t-elle mieux que la mort? En quoi serait-elle différente?
When I broke the cycle, I made sure that the tear was rough. You carry a part of what should be her, and she carries a part of what should be you. Things won't be as they are now, but they won't be nothing either. Besides, anything is better than oblivion. In the end, nobody wants to leave.
Après tout ce que vous nous avez fait subir, croyez-vous que qui que ce soit mérite encore de vivre? Ouais. À quoi ressemblerait un monde sans elle? Tiens, qu'est-ce qu'il va nous dire?
Light,
Un paisible?
burdenless,
Ouais.
an eternal pattern of forgetfulness leading into the joys of rediscovery. Everyone will be with the ones they love. No more fear, no more howling chaos. Just life, forever. There's a cruel irony to it all. The only way I could share my dream with the world was to never be able to see it for myself.
C'est la dernière question. Ah bah non, en fait, là, c'est même au revoir, en fait. C'est vrai qu'on peut lui dire au revoir, finalement. Je ne compte pas l'auxiliaire, je tiens à ce que vous le sachiez avant de mourir. Ah, est-ce qu'on tue... Est-ce qu'on... J'ai pas envie de la tuer, moi. J'ai pas envie de la tuer, ouais. Je vais observer son trépas en silence. Je vais pas lui dire au revoir. Allez.
I've said my piece, and my time is up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
À l'instant où le dernier morceau du miroir se désintègre, vous vous percevez avec une acuité accrue. Vous êtes la quiétude éternelle, un nouveau Dieu très puissant. Et il est temps que vous ouvriez les yeux. Tout cela, c'est vous. Moi. Lorsque vous arrivez enfin au centre de tout, aucun réceptacle n'est présent. Vous n'avez plus rien à découvrir.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
C'est cette idée, hein.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Connaissez-vous l'écho? Avez-vous entendu notre discussion?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
Je suis la quiétude éternelle, je ne suis pas certain de ce que cela signifie.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
C'est vrai qu'un mot réduit un petit peu, hein. C'est vrai ça. Que fait-on maintenant?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it?
Ça dépend.
When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
c'est le fameux choix. Hein. Nous avons laissé tant d'histoires en suspens, peut-on réellement s'en aller comme ça?
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end, pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
Vous n'avez pas votre mot à dire? Pourquoi est-ce à moi de prendre les décisions?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
Je sais pas si vraiment j'ai beaucoup de questions, en fait. Après, ça reste intéressant de savoir. Peut-être qu'elle a des choses à dire, on va voir.
My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach. And you cannot rationalize that which defies logic.
Ouais, c'est ce que je me disais.
But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
You are devoured. Pray for something bigger than you that stalks and slinks in shadows. But we had a dance unfinished, and in the pitch black of the earth we found it, at the tips of claws and the edge of blades.
The dance is its own truth. It is the movement that matters, not the pause you mistake for an ending.
Plus nous combattions, plus vous deveniez semblable à un animal sauvage. Je vous ai abattu à ce moment-là, je vais recommencer sans hésiter. Non. Répondre directement à la déclaration du réceptacle. Tentez de vous servir de votre humanité commune. Vous parlez de vie, de mort, de changement et de stagnation, mais tout cela n'a rien à voir avec ce qui nous est arrivé. Défier son autorité. Depuis mon arrivée ici, vous vous obstinez à m'imposer votre vision des choses. Affirmez votre indépendance. Vous essayez de me faire croire que le monde ne peut exister sans vous. Mais mon existence n'a pas été remise en cause par votre disparition. Projeter son point de vue. Je ne céderai pas à la violence. Répondre directement à la déclaration du réceptacle. Allez. On va lui répondre. Parce que je peux bien choisir. Je me disais, est-ce qu'il y a le truc? Okay. Notre danse était fantastique, pas vrai?
And it will always be good if you choose to live in it. Do not linger on the highs and lows. They are fleeting strokes on a larger canvas.
Fear is what pretends to protect us from loss. To fear death protects from losing a body. To fear ruin protects from losing status. To fear rejection protects from being known. But losing a body is contained within having a body. Losing status is contained within having status. Being known is contained within being conscious. It is in the nature of all things to transform, to go from known to hidden to known again. But when the ceaseless impermanence of all things strips away the finality of endings, what remains of fear? Is it a shelter protecting you from itself? Or is it a shelter protecting itself from you? You took fear by the hand and walked with it into the unknown, and through that, you feared nothing.
Non, je vais encore répondre. Qu'est-ce que je vais lui dire? Qu'est-ce qu'il y a de bon choix? Même si je n'ai plus peur, les autres aussi, nous pouvons cautionner la souffrance. Voilà, je vois. Je n'ai plus peur, non, vous les clous en dessous, vous prétendez être au-dessus de la mêlée, mais vous vous fourvoyez, peut-être ça peut... Voilà, non, je sais pas. Vas-y, on tente ça.
A desire born from the narrow view of a single life. But even then, the only gifts I brought were context and sensation. To feel is to exist, and to exist is to have meaning. A web of nerves, laid upon a web of nerves, laid upon a web of nerves. The shade of a beautiful beginning we can never return to. Where did you end and I begin? When you felt what it was to be me, we held on to each other and pierced the veil of truth. Will you abandon that curiosity now that we are no longer joined in physicality?
C'est quoi ta question? Allez-vous abandonner votre curiosité maintenant que nous ne partageons plus la même forme physique? Non, bien sûr que non. Je ne vais pas abandonner ma curiosité. J'ai toujours envie de savoir ce qui se trouve à l'extérieur, bien sûr.
Then leave with me.
Alors partons main dans la main.
We will see it all together.
D'accord. Mais j'ai envie qu'elle ait quand même pris en compte mon point de vue.
If you need more time to open your eyes, then I will give you all the time in the world. You are nothing, a black hole of self-loathing fed by the matter of your restless thoughts, a dog blind to its leash. But there is no light without the dark. When I proclaimed my godhood and offered you a place at my side, you gladly became the instrument of my new creation. Only with both of us is there a future to look towards. It is hope that carves meaning into being.
C'est l'espoir qui donne du sens à l'existence. C'est possible, hein, c'est bien possible. Je suis d'accord. Celle que vous étiez alors me manque.
My threads, like yours, are unbroken. She is me as much as I was her. I crush you, I bleed you, I grind you to paste. My scars are a memory of what you used to be to me. I want those feelings back. You run, but you do not run away. You take me somewhere new, somewhere we can dance like we used to. But I could not follow your steps. There was no better gift for me than the gift of defeat. You showed me how much more I could be. We made each other better. To have no challenge is to fade into nothing. A life without obstacles is no life at all.
Est-ce que vraiment une vie dénuée d'obstacles n'en est pas vraiment une? C'est une bonne question. On pourrait faire une thèse là-dessus. Non, ok, là on arrive à la fin. Hein. Est-ce que, je sais même pas si c'est important en fait, les réponses que je donne, si ça a vraiment un poids. Peut-être que je lui réponds directement, parce que c'est vrai que je me souviens de la victoire. On avait quand même, on l'avait bien eu. On l'avait bien eu.
You speak of me as if I am a ghost, but I am right in front of you.
Votre affrontement se fait moins brutal, hein, et vous vous mettez à trembler tandis que votre volonté s'affaiblit rapidement.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
C'est facile de croire en vos idéaux lorsqu'on trône au-dessus de tout le reste. Que pensez-vous qu'il arrivera si on part d'ici? Très bien, ouais. Comment on fait pour partir? C'est vrai que c'est une bonne question. Je vais pas la tuer. Je ne sais pas quelle est la bonne réponse, mais il doit y avoir une autre solution. Je ne pense pas que ce soit ce que vous proposez. Je ne vous tuerai pas, mais je ne vous rendrai pas non plus la liberté. Oh, j'ai envie qu'elle soit un peu libre. Ouais. C'est plus marrant. C'est plus marrant, ouais, je pense quand même. Qu'est-ce que je lui dis? Peut-être que je lui dis un petit truc comme ça. C'est facile de croire en vos idoles lorsqu'on traîne l'on trône.
It is from my vantage point that I can see the totality of truth.
Ouais, mais vraiment. Répartie 0, je sais. Que pensez-vous qu'il arrivera si on part d'ici?
This universe dies, and a new one is born. And that one dies, and a new one is born. And you and I get to witness it all, weaving a tapestry of life wherever we go.
Bon, très bien, je suis prêt à y aller. Mais comment quitter cet endroit?
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final peace lies with you.
Vous libérez. Vous sombrez en vous-même. Le corps d'une ancienne créature sort de son hibernation et une sensation jusqu'alors inimaginable envahit vos membres. Tout ce qui se trouve ici et qui n'est pas elle n'est autre que vous. Vous sentez vos ailes, dont l'envergure est celle d'une galaxie, recroquevillée et extrêmement douloureuse dans cette dimension étriquée. Le verre de la création se referme sur vous, vous en serre de tous côtés et par tous les angles possibles. Vous le repoussez de toutes vos forces, mais le verre résiste.
I love you.
Prendre la main. La tension se libère d'un seul coup. Vous êtes libre, et elle est à vos côtés.
It's magnificent.
Il n'y a aucun mot, aucune pensée capable de décrire la réalité nue. Ce qui est, tout simplement. Que va-t-il se passer maintenant?
Everything. Just like it always has been. And just like it always will be.
Allez, avançons vers l'infini. Vous avancez vers un millier d'aubes et de crépuscules, qui en contiennent chacun un millier d'autres. Vous existez et vous êtes doué de conscience. Il s'agit là d'une réalité immuable dans le passé, comme dans le futur. S'il est dans votre nature d'entrer régulièrement en conflit, vous deux ne connaîtrez jamais ni la solitude, ni la peur. Vous êtes enfin à votre place, tous les deux. Slay the Princess, the Pristine Cut. Sacrée expérience. Écoutez, j'espère que vous appréciez un petit peu aussi cette œuvre hein, qu'on a vue quand même, qui était vraiment sympa à suivre tout du long. Moi j'ai passé un excellent moment. Et je crains, quelle heure est-il? Il est 18h37 actuellement, à l'heure où je vous parle de ce premier live de la chaîne. À 21h. 21h. Le petit film d'horreur, AFAR, qui arrive. On n'oublie pas. Très bien. Est-ce que j'ai plus à dire? Parce que là, nous voyons évidemment les personnes qui ont participé à la localisation de ce jeu. On les remercie. Évidemment, c'est beaucoup de travail. Hein. Il y a quand même pas mal de textes. En tout cas, les voix, hein, les gens qui font les voix ont fait un super taf. Je crois qu'on arrive au bout. Hein. Est-ce qu'il y a une petite cinématique de fin, un petit truc surprise? C'est la question. Attends gentiment. Merci à vous. Merci d'avoir joué à notre jeu. Pour vous remercier, nous vous offrons le lien vers quelques pistes si vous souhaitez créer votre propre playlist. D'accord. Si vous voulez faire une capture d'écran, vous pouvez masquer l'interface. D'accord. Comment ça, la playlist? Comment ça? Maintenant que vous avez terminé l'histoire une première fois, vous avez également accès à la galerie. Pour vous y rendre, ouvrez l'onglet Souvenirs du menu principal, d'accord? Plein d'indices pour aider à trouver les nouveaux réceptacles. Yes. Ah oui, voilà, c'est ça qui disait les liens, d'accord. Bon, le Discord, non. Vas-y, s'il vous plaît. Ouais, bon, j'ai envie de voir la galerie, Jouer à notre autre jeu. Tiens, ils ont un autre jeu, faudra le voir. Ah, faudra un petit peu avoir la curiosité du truc. Alors, la galerie. Souvenirs. Ok. Commencement et fin. Donc ça, c'est tous les trucs qu'on a vus. Ah ouais, il y a tout ça quand même à trouver, quoi. Ok. Avec le petit texte qui te dit un peu ce que tu dois faire. Ok, bah nickel. Ok, très bien. Bon, et ben, le time venu de finir ce live de l'après-midi d'Halloween. Je vais arrêter de faire cet accent tout de suite, bien sûr. Moi, je vous retrouve donc dans 2 heures, en fait, c'est vrai, dans 2 heures et quelques. Hein, ça va venir vite. Et j'espère que vous avez passé un bon moment. Et je vous dis à bientôt pour d'autres vidéos, hein, tout simplement. Et je vous mets le petite image de fail. Allez, hop, ça y est, on me voit plus. On me voit plus, j'ai disparu. Et je vous mets bien sûr un petit peu de musique. Dès lors. Hop, je fais comme ça. À plus tard.